This guy
And
probably hates. Oh yeah.
we're live. I've joined you live. I'm now live as well.
Yes.
James, hello.
How are you doing, Anthony? Even
I'm
though we'll fake greeting each other
I'm doing
just for the broadcast.
yeah, I'm doing well. How are you, James?
I'm doing not too bad, not too bad.
Nice.
Um,
Nice to have you here. Nice to have you all here as well, joining us for a chill Sunday night stream.
yeah. What did you do for Mother's Day? Is it Mother's Day over
It's
there?
technically not Mother's Day here, so there's two.
Really?
Lebanon has another Mother's Day, which is when is it? Is this the start of spring right now? Today, technically,
What the start of spring?
or no?
Like May 10th?
Is it? So no. So that
Maybe
so
the start of summer. I don't
So
know.
start of spring is Lebanese Mother's Day, essentially. Whatever that date is,
Oh, okay. I like the
that's
symbolism there.
that's what that is. Yeah. So my mom technically gets two Mother's Days, but I did text her today so that she doesn't feel left out because she's in the States now.
Oh, okay.
So hello everyone in chat. How's it going? Sarah, Bob Warren, Jess Polido, Briarleaf, and Hidden Iron. Evening, gentlemen. It looks like it's just James and I. We need to double check on Comrade Casey, folks. Comrade
I know,
Casey,
Comrade Casey. He's enjoying the weather too much. He's gone AWOL on us.
he's out and about. How's it going, y'all? It's gonna be James and I tonight, taking you through this.
Not the most serious of streams, but I
Mm,
feel like this is a stream that had to be done.
I know these are the fun ones, honestly. I like just a
Yeah.
chill stream, nothing too serious to talk about. This one's a shit show, honestly. Like, talk about putting your foot in your mouth multiple times.
God.
Ethan managed to do that. Hey, he gave us some content for the weekend, guys.
Oh,
We're thankful. Okay, he gave us some content.
and we're not talking about his poker skills.
Not even talking about the pokers. I don't even. I've played poker like a handful of times. Every time I play poker, I have to relearn the
Yeah.
rules because I play so rarely. So I would never. And plus, their poker streams do pretty shit. Like to me, it's not interesting watching someone play poker. But
Like
yeah.
he's playing with a bunch of like Trump supporting UFC fighters. Like I don't know. The last time I checked, and this is the guy that says that he's getting off Twitter because of the principle of it. It's like what
And,
you have no principles. Like
yeah,
you're on YouTube.
and
What
he complains about snark subreddits while he's looking at
God.
an IDub snark subreddit live while he's like fucking at a poker table. It just his level of obsession is kind of funny. So we're going to talk about that today. Just a quick reminder that if you guys are watching and you send in a super chat, the super chats are split amongst all the hosts of the show. So
Yes.
if
I'm also
whether
trying to get Anthony to download a game. So
Mhm.
let's fund this game right now.
What is it called again?
It's called Slay the Spire 2.
Slay
Let me
the
search.
Spire.
Let me see how much it is. I think it's like $25. Okay,
2025, huh?
24.99.
24.99. Kai Un sends a super message and asks, Are you guys going to react to the Hassan Bad Kilo video? It's like 4 hours long, so
Oh God.
I'm down to react to it. I was thinking of doing a reaction video for that like tomorrow on the channel. James, if you're down to join me, if you want to join me for that 4 hour reaction,
4 hours? Should we do an insomnia stream? It's been a while since I did one of those.
it's gonna like that's gonna be a long ass stream. But yeah, I was thinking of doing that tomorrow. Tonight, I don't think we can, sit. It's like if the video itself is 4 hours, that means the reaction needs to be at least 8 hours to meet fair use requirements, as you guys know. So it's gonna be a long one. I don't know what else to
Yeah,
say.
for sure.
People are saying it's a good game. People are loving on Slay the Spire.
It's fun, and I think it would be a good game to like play during stream. The multiplayer is very seamless on it, and I think multiplayer is more fun than single player. But yeah, like last weekend, my friends like, you got to get Slay the Spire, you got to get it, like play it with me. And I'm like, fine, I'll get it. And then I've been playing it all
You're
week.
hooked,
So
huh? Can't
yeah, I
believe
got hooked.
I te-
Um,
I just watched Maul Shadow Lords for some reason. Like
is that Star Wars?
it's a new Star Wars animated show, and they're pretty hit and miss. I haven't watched any of the recent Star Wars animated shows. This one I heard was getting pretty decent reviews, so I checked it out. Gotta say, it's pretty dope. That shit was pretty fucking cool.
Really?
Yeah, dude, got me. It's the one thing that other than Andor, obviously the masterpiece that is Andor. Maul
Yeah.
kind of got me back into Star Wars, and unfortunately, what that translates to modern day is Lego Star Wars. Oh yeah,
That's how they hook you. They're just big commercials for Lego.
It's how they hook you. It's how they hook you. The less said about Lego, the better for now. So
know.
Kai, look, if you want a reaction to that Hassan Bad video, maybe tomorrow. So today we're gonna be mostly a lot talking about, again, the Ethan casino stuff, just because I'm not laughing just because it's funny. What he did was horrendous. It was so bad. Like what he did was like 3 horrible things: racism, misogyny, just stalking, like just
And like the hypocrisy of it all, right? Like just boiling down this person. We'll talk about it later, but boiling down her identity to, oh, she's like a woman, and then her nation of origin, and then he like pulls out every bad stereotype about being a Russian you can think of. But if anyone's like, oh, your opinions are informed by your lived experience in Israel, he's like, that's racist of you. That's anti-Semitic of you. Like just the sheer hypocrisy underlying that whole interaction is staggering.
if you guys we could start taking a look at that.
Yeah.
Let's share that.
I do want to pull your chat though, and my chat. I have a Mother's Day playlist that I was working on. It's not really songs about Mother's Day, it's just songs that have the word mom or mother or like mama in them.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a few, but I only have 7 songs right now that I could use some more because it's like In the Ghetto by Elvis. It's like an example of one. So
Songs. I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head.
song that has the word mom in it.
Mom.
Then
Mama.
you can just whip that out on Mother's Day.
Mama don't preach. I'm sure you got that one.
You know what? I don't think I do have that one.
Right. Mama don't preach.
That is a good one.
Mm-hmm. All right, there we go. I contributed. I helped. Swampy Boy says, I think I'm banned from super chatting. What happened?
He super chatted too much.
That could never happen.
Wait, is that Papa Don't Preach?
I think it's Papa Don't Preach, actually, yeah.
Yeah, that's for Father's Day. That's a different playlist. Mother
Just-
by John Lennon.
Yeah, Jess Polito just told me, Lamau, that is Papa Don't. Sorry, guys, listen. Close enough. Mama don't preach, Papa don't preach. Listen, I'm in trouble,
Hey.
okay? I'll reach for the stars. God, everyone's so judgmental.
We got a
think of
super
it.
chat by Brat, 1999 for your video game fund, Anthony.
Ooh,
So
well, thank you, Brad. Much appreciated. We appreciate.
so I think you got to get that now.
I will. That's it. I got that full 20. Okay. So, guys, first of all, did you hear about this?
Let's get into this.
James, did you hear about this firing recently? Have you? this person.
I saw the clip where.
Oh, you
like,
saw the pre-recorded
Am I just
clip.
like, was it pre-recorded?
Yeah. So here, if you would you like to watch it?
Like, am I just completely poisoned now where I feel like nothing he says is genuine or authentic at all? Like even in this, I didn't even realize this was pre-recorded, but even in this clip, I'm like, it looks like he's about to crack a smile. Like it looks like he's about to laugh. Like the whole thing's gonna be a joke.
Well, the excuse that he gives for this being pre-recorded is like, I couldn't trust myself to do this live. So, which is already like, were you gonna laugh? Like, was this gonna make you laugh and shit? Like, I don't understand.
And he's a live streamer for a job.
That's the thing, dude. And even what he did at the poker tournament, like you're not like a first time streamer to say such stupid things and to do such horrible things live on stream. Like,
Yes. All right, thank you to everybody.
If you say so.
Thank you, Pete.
He's jealous of you. He's so jealous.
Only you can tell bad little fucking puns like that.
Well, mine aren't bad. They're all funny
Okay.
every time.
Okay.
I don't do like, oh, Peachy, you literally did her own name back to her.
It kind of worked.
It worked.
It kind of worked.
Thank you. Guys.
If you say so.
all right, guys, come on.
Yes. All right, thank you to everybody.
If you say so.
Thank you, Pete.
Okay, so I guess we have we have an announcement. I pre-recorded it because I'm an incompetent fool, an idiot, incapable of doing something serious when it deserves it, and I hate myself sometimes, but other times I'm also okay with myself.
Jesus Christ.
Too incompetent to just like talk about something without. I think what he's talking about is laughing, essentially, right? He's just gonna like laugh his ass off accidentally.
Doing it already. That's why we pre-recorded it.
All right.
Miles Murphy said he said it himself. Incompetent fool. Exactly. He
Incompetent fool, and he hates himself.
There you
Well,
go.
we kind of knew that already, right?
Roll it.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway.
No.
So
I love like Ela is like just like roll the tape. She's like joking about it, like
Roll it.
Address it. Wait. Did you see that Anthony Fantano also clocked Ethan's misogyny and called out Egg with the microphone over her not wanting to address Ethan's misogyny? No. We'll try to check that out now. I'll try to load up the tweet.
Bro, so
gonna
what's the Egg thing? Because I've heard like Egg is a trans person that hasn't transed yet. But they're just saying that her head looks like an egg.
No idea, to be honest with you. It's the first time I hear that nickname. The only reason I got it was because it was with a microphone. Anthony Fantano.
Right, exactly.
Let's see.
Because either way, I think it's I don't hate it. I'll just say that I don't hate the nickname.
If someone could, is it on Anthony Fantano's Twitter?
Yeah, I think it's his Twitter.
Why can't I find him? Oh, the needle drop.
It was a reply to a Denim's post or something, I think.
after the announcement?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna play it out with that.
Yes. Thank you for watching, everybody. You can cut to me, Nate.
Yeah, cut
Thank
to-
you for watching, everybody. Love you so much. So much.
Wow.
So much.
That's why she's the real boss.
Thank you.
I ended on a queen.
And tune in tomorrow at an unusual time, but it's a poker stream, and then Friday after dark.
Oh yeah, the poker stream. I'll go one sec. Whoopsie. I found the tweet. Sorry, guys.
I don't even know who the fuck this loser is, and I'm blocked.
Yeah,
Something.
there
Yeah.
it is, yeah. So there they go.
And then
Thank
watch
you.
the announcement.
Oh my God.
And
Badge of
watch the
honor.
announcement. Roll it, Nate.
Hello, everybody. I have
Roll the tape. Like, I don't know. It sounds kind of dismissive the way they're saying. Just roll the tape where we announce the firing of one of our
It
coworkers.
totally is. It totally is. It's just like, we can't bring ourselves to be serious about this here. And so they're just like, they're making fun, they're making light of it at the end of this show, right? But they're like, oh, well, we were serious in the tape. We're just going to joke around the tape, around the playing of it. I mean, who cares? This is a completely unserious work environment.
Other crew members get like entire streams dedicated to them as like goodbye streams. This one just gets fired unceremoniously at the end of a stream with a pre-recorded video, as Ethan tells us that I couldn't have done this live because I would have laughed or done something rude. And Ethan's like, just roll the tape so I could go home. It's like, oh my god, dude, you guys are such horrible fucking employers. Nogzalotl sends a $2 dono and says Chris Kunzler came up with the egg nickname for her. Okay, that makes sense. You know what? Chris Kunzler's allowed to come up with all the nicknames he wants to those people. Let's watch this emotional tribute to Morgan.
I have a unfortunate announcement to make. You guys have noticed that Morgan's been missing the past couple of weeks, and it is with a heavy heart that I share with you that after 10 months working together, great months working together.
Just 10 months, by the way. Like, that's a pretty quick turn. Like, they hired her. You know what I mean? Like, you hire someone, and then you decide to fire them 10 months later. They did not account for their budget, and like you could just tell, like the revenue at H3 is fucking down. You know what I mean? They had no problem shelling out however much money it was to hire like 12, 13 people that they didn't even need. Now money's tight, views are down. You got to get rid of some people. It's the way of the world.
Unfortunately, the position had become redundant, and it really didn't exist anymore. So we ended up having to let her go. But I do want to say that I have nothing but respect and admiration for Morgan. I really enjoyed our time together here in the studio, and I encourage everybody to continue to support her, who loves her and has enjoyed her presence on the show.
We're not going to support her, but you guys can.
It's crazy. Yeah, like even when Olivia left, he's like, "Well, Olivia's gonna keep coming back on every now and then." Like, you can't have these like side gigs where you reach out to her and bring her back on and give her like a few $100 for like 8 hours of her time.
I think they kind of
Like, oh,
they fucked
yeah,
themselves
like,
by hiring the two co-hosts for the after show. So they probably hadn't accounted for that when they hired her. And
that
now,
has to be hemorrhaging money, right? That show.
dude,
I don't know.
the whole podcast at this point, like, how do you have so many people on staff full time, like employees with like I'm assuming health benefits and dental, like they're gonna start like I don't know, man. I don't know how long it can last at this point, but we're seeing the cracks, and not just like financially, but like Ethan's fucking dude, like he's out at a poker tournament, he's falling apart, like getting yelled at by
crazy.
random people online for calling a stranger, a woman he's never met before, like a prostitute, like almost to her face. Like what the fuck, dude?
And whatever her next journey is. So, and also, yeah, if you guys want to stay up to date, you can follow our Instagram at Golly Morgan Smalley, which I'll put the link in the description, so you guys can go wish her a farewell, a bon voyage, whatever, and follow, and follow along with her journey.
Bon voyage as well. Nice.
She's a super talented, creative, funny gal, and she's gonna be great, and I'm sure you guys will enjoy following that as well. So anyway, that's where Morgan's been. Sorry for
It's
taking
so
so
it's
long
just
to
like
tell you guys.
I don't give a fuck. Like he doesn't know what she's doing next. It's like, oh, and she's like she even does stand up apparently, and I included a
Oh, no
link. I
way.
kind of want you to play this, but she
Yeah.
does stand up. Like Ethan doesn't even bother saying like, oh, she's great at stand up. Go see her here. It's just like her journey, whatever, whatever. Like, oh, here's her IG. Yeah, like her
Go
her next
support her, I
endeavor, her
guess.
future endeavors. Um, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just so funny. Like her position became redundant. Like, did you hire like for what? How did it become redundant? Was it? I guess people were saying like the video on demands that he was doing, where he was posting pre-edited videos. But I don't know. Do you need a whole new staff member for that? Like, can't your already existing employees double up and start working on that on their own too?
She was just hired as that, you think? Just for
I don't
to,
know. Well,
like edit
that's the
videos?
only explanation I've heard people say where it's like
Yeah.
her position could become redundant. But not needing a person anymore doesn't mean that they're redundant. It means that you like hire two people to do the same job. And then like it's just a lie. It's obviously just a lie.
Yeah. I think honestly, I think the finances just
But
aren't there anymore. And like, I mean, but they already have redundancies like Love and Tamara and like AB. Don't those three essentially kind of do the same thing? You know what I mean? So they had like her. I don't even like.
yeah.
There's like 2, 3 new people on there. I don't even know, man. But yeah, I think the after show has ended up ate up into Morgan's budget, unfortunately. And look, we don't wish ill towards anyone. Living in LA is definitely like expensive, and to lose a job, like do you know any like employment laws? Like, does she get severance for getting fired? So like, hopefully she'll be set for a couple of months while she finds something else, or figures
Yeah,
herself out.
I'm sure she has like pretty decent setup, but still, obviously it sucks. Like big show for her. My headcanon is that Ethan saw her doing stand up and then was jealous. He's like, I can't have anyone on this show that's funnier than me. Although, I don't know. Are you a fan of stand up comedy?
It depends. Sometimes it gets on my nerves when comedians get too stuck up about like when comedians start to really inflate the importance of comedians, it starts to fucking annoy me,
Right.
kind of, you know?
No.
It's like, I get it. It's like everyone has a role in society and comedians are important, but they're like, we are the critics of society and we are this, like, and especially when they
Right.
start talking about being persecuted and you can't joke about it. It's like, just stop.
Yeah,
Stop.
I don't know. My headcanon is that Ethan saw the clip of her doing stand up and is like, oh, I can't have her on here. She's
She's
too
funnier than I
funny.
am.
Yeah, she's gonna show me up on the show, but uh, budding comedian. Hopefully, she takes her experience at working at this podcast and is able to translate it into a blossoming comic career.
Into something. Noxalato was saying she was supposedly arranging segments, so maybe kind of like, yeah, maybe something similar to what Sam used to do, because also I saw like somewhere on Twitter that like she was that Morgan was the one that set up the Michael Jackson impersonator segment that they apparently did a few weeks ago, which I haven't seen. So I think kind of like a Sam-ish role, you know, setting up segments, props, and I'm not really sure. Yankees fan. First, Ali also sends a $5 dono. Thank you, Ali. And says Morgan was a top contestant during the Jeff Wittick's Bachelor episodes. Okay, I never saw those. I never saw Jeff Wittick's Bachelor episodes. Thank you so much, Ali, for the generous support. And Yankees fan sends a $5 dono and says, do you guys... Normally we do donos at the end, but today is a casual type of convo stream, so we're gonna... All of these donos are relevant to the conversation. Yankees fan sends $5 and says, do you guys think Ethan is going to fire the new hosts for the after show since they're super lame and boring? I don't think so. I agree with you that they're lame and boring. They're bad, you know? But I think the after show...
I don't know, man.
It's still getting them 100K views, so...
And it's such a Trumpian thing, too, in my opinion. It's like he has these people on that are both way less charismatic than him. They're both, like, just fucking, you know, the chatter said it best. They're lame and boring. Ethan has more charisma than them. They also they're just complete and utter sycophants. Like, it's literally what Donald Trump does, right? He hires people that he sees glaze him all the time, and his cabinet is filled with just TV personalities that glaze him. Like, Ethan was seeing Girl with a Microphone glaze him after every single show, and she ended up getting hired. Harley Morenstein, when he wasn't like stuffing his face with bacon, was like, oh, Ethan Klein is getting unfairly criticized for his stance on Israel.
There's no famine in Gaza. There's no famine in Gaza.
Right.
And arguing against genocide.
As he's shoveling bacon down his throat. There's no famine.
No famine. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
And then it's just like, hey, that was a pretty good burger review. You want to do an after show for Orby? It's Ethan, so lame, man.
He has no friends anymore. He just pays for people that agree with him to be around him and his family. Like, those are the only... And that's why when he does go out in public and is surrounded by strangers who aren't his employees, he starts calling them prostitutes and like just doesn't know how to talk to people.
Such a freak. But to answer the chatter's question, I think that's going to be the last show that goes, because it's the lowest effort show, and it's the most sycophantic. Like, it's the show that pleases Ethan the most. Like, low effort, for fairly high views. They get like a third of the views for like a tenth of the effort that goes into it. Yeah. And it just makes Ethan feel good to have these sycophants like glazing him
all day. Yeah.
Whenever he hangs up his podcast.
Yeah. And whatever, like, to me, I think it's unwatchable. Like, sometimes I would still watch H3, like, to hate watch and like to, you know, to react to something. I could never imagine myself sitting through more than 15 minutes of the after show. Like, there's nothing there. They're a black hole of charisma. Like, you know what I mean? There's
it really is. It's not even like worth responding to anything they were saying. Like, the last clip I saw of it, they were like, oh, Hassan thinks he's cool because he went to Cuba to give Cubans food, but he's like, he stayed in a hotel, so that proves he's a hypocrite. It's like, what? These people are, I don't know, man. They're just so irrelevant. They're saying stupid shit. And like, they're literally just picking up the breadcrumbs of an irrelevant person already.
My guy, I swear to God, we could have been the hosts of that show had we kissed Ethan's ass for the last 2 years rather than shitting on him. If we were like, hey, we love Ethan. Ethan's not a Zionist. All these assholes criticizing Ethan suck. We would have, I swear to God, we would have had our own after show. Chilling with James and Anthony after hours, H3. Like, hell yeah. Like, I swear to God, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. Have a microphone. Have a minimal setup.
Show where it's like a hot tub stream after every episode or something.
Oh my! Having to rewatch the whole H3 episode and just talk about how great Ethan is the whole time.
He looks so good here. Like, have you noticed how much weight he's lost? That he doesn't look emaciated at all.
But he looks so much better here.
Right.
Let's finish.
It's kind of never easy knowing how to handle this stuff. But anyway. Me and the whole gang wishing Morgan all the best. And that's it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.
Good luck.
Wait, it just ended there?
Good luck to Morgan. Yeah, pretty depressing. So here's the clip that you sent over of her doing stand-up. Let's see.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I mean, this I know comedians don't like... I guess she shared this herself. All right, so that's good.
Yeah, and anyone that gets up on a microphone, like, you know, that's more bravery than I have, so.
Oh, I'm terrified to do stand-up comedy. I've been asked by a lot of people, like, not that I'm saying that I'm funny, but like, hey, would you ever consider doing stand-up comedy or whatever? I'm like, honestly, I'd be way too terrified. Like, if I bomb, I would take it so personally. If no one laughs at my jokes, like, it would devastate me. I'd never get back on that stage.
The other thing is, this is more braver than Ethan has, even though he introduces himself as a comedian.
As a professional comedian. I'm a professional. All right, let's see what this Morgan gal has.
I personally am in favor of the lesbocracy because I think they got a lot of gusto, these lesbians. They got a lot of gumption, a lot of moxie. Only a lesbian can cook a meal in the middle of having sex. With sides. There's a thing about these lesbians. They like their sides. So I need to disappoint. I'm not a lesbian. I'm not ready yet. I'm not a lesbian, but I've done a lot of research, okay? I got my whole life to be a lesbian. I'm saving it for later. You know, they say that squirt is not pee. But I think for me it is.
Hey.
Okay.
You know?
There was one I liked they like their sides joke because it just made no sense to me. But I found that funny. That one got me.
She's funny. You could tell. Like, it's always like, this is super out of context. It's like 50 seconds out of a whole set. But she's very funny. She definitely she does some good voices, good voice work, good like miming. You know, she's got some good movement on stage. She's a natural.
Yeah.
She's a natural.
She's channeling that like 1930s vaudeville style vibe.
Yeah. No. Hey, good luck. You know, best of luck. And the only thing is, I mean, I would say like, it just sucks to be fired from the H3 podcast. I feel like it's a show where you'd want to quit. Like getting fired from a failing, dying podcast where the host has like fucked his reputation beyond repair. I feel like it's kind of, you might have, it would have been cooler to quit, but like, hey, it's okay. Shit happens. Morgan, I was let go from my job like 10 or almost 11 months ago now. They shut down the two partners of the company. Sort of fought. They fired all of us. We all got the boot.
Damn,
we didn't
casualty.
get paid. We didn't get paid our last salaries. I ain't got no reference. I was a contract employee, so I didn't get a reference. But even the employees that were supposed to get severance, sorry, not reference, severance, didn't get any severance. No one got shit. And here I am now streaming on YouTube.
Better and better than ever.
Hey.
And I think the other thing is like, this is probably the best thing that could happen to honestly any of these employees, because like Ethan trolls his fan base for like willing workers, right? Because he can't pick someone that's going to be critical of him. So he gets them, he sources them from his own fan base. Like, if you're working in the entertainment industry and you're a fan of the H3 podcast, your goal now is I want to get onto the H3 podcast because I know it's possible. But she's been there, she got fired. Hopefully now she can like do more and different stuff.
Yeah, and honestly as well, like sometimes I think it is like maybe some of these, like maybe she doesn't know it yet, but being on the H3 podcast will hurt them in the future. I think reputationally, if she wants to go out on her own and do more content on her own, the longer you're associated with Ethan and associated with like Zionist post October 7th era Ethan, the more it's going to hurt your career. Like when you think of like AB trying to move on now or someone else, you'd be like, well, you stayed there for too long that we don't think that we can maybe want to support you or something like that. Her getting fired is indirectly kind of doing her like a big favor. Like if she wasn't going to take that step and quit herself, it's kind of good that it kind of, you know, happened automatically, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It happened for her, and now she's forced to take that next step. Like for example, me, I was too comfortable at my job, even though I wasn't going anywhere with it. I was stagnant for a few years. I was just comfortable getting the paycheck.
Right.
And I didn't give YouTube the chance that it really deserved because I was kind of held back by my job. But now that I was forced to leave because I was maybe never going to leave on my own, kind of forced me to try something new, and now I'm enjoying myself and I'm in this whole new field, etc. So maybe that's all they need. Maybe everyone needs to just get fired from their job. And
well,
you know,
it's not far off with the
everybody.
The advent. You know what? I was about to say it's not far off with the advent of AI. Maybe that's where the redundancy in Morgan's position came from.
Oh, that's right. AI.
We know that Ethan is not above using ChatGPT to like give him ideas on things. So, yeah, that
Exactly.
wouldn't surprise me at all.
Ali Donning sends another $5 donor. Thanks so much, Ali, and says, I need to be more specific. Ethan did a Bachelor series where Morgan was top 2. Yeah, was that so? The Bachelor series where Jeff Wittick was the Bachelor, I guess, and Morgan ended up in the top 2. Holy shit! So wait, that's so. Even though a Bachelor, like doing a dating show with your fans, or like using your fans as contestants on potential dating shows, didn't they try to do that with Ian at some point? Like that's all that is kind of weird. Like you're getting into questionable territory there. There should be a limit.
That's pretty strange. Isn't Jeff Wittick like a barber or something, or is that a different person?
He's the guy who does the Jeff the barber stuff. Barbershop.
Okay.
The barbershop.
Cool.
All right, let's move on to the first. So there was the poker tournament 2 days ago, yesterday. And Ethan went, and this is the portion of the live stream.
I saw this clip. This is fucked up.
Yeah, this is here's AB, of course, right at the beginning of the clip. Quick little appearance by, the happiest employee in the world. What the fuck was that fire graphic? Yeah, I know, right? Someone made that. No, not us.
Your
mic's dead, AB.
And proud. How about that, huh, guys? I mean,
AB's mic is
exclusives
dead,
right
by
here.
the way.
Get a shot at them. Get a shot at them posing. I don't want to be rude, but I'm pretty sure she's a prostitute, and I really don't want.
That's so fucked, dude. It's like I don't saying I don't want to be rude, as if that's gonna forgive anything.
I mean,
Exactly.
I don't want to be rude, but I think this person's a piece of shit. Prostitute looking like what are we doing here?
no,
that's
no.
not
I mean,
right.
I'm serious.
And he's trying to argue. That's what I find the funniest. Like, no. Like,
Doubles
no,
down immediately with it.
He's like, no, I'm serious. Let me explain. I can prove it.
Yes.
She was
No, I
playing
don't
she was playing at CPT.
Yeah.
I don't think she
gambling.
was.
No, she was.
They're like, she was playing. She's like a poker player. He's like, no, she wasn't. She's a prostitute.
It's so fucking misogynist, right? It's so misogynist. This is a man who literally just like dresses in rags on his live stream. But if a woman dresses in revealing clothing, oh, she must be a prostitute, right? She couldn't possibly be a media personality at a function for media personalities. That can't be the case. She's wearing a short red dress and she's sexually attractive to Ethan, so she must be a prostitute.
Blonde
Like,
hair, Russian, short
so-
dress. Look at this
I
prostitute.
mean, we know that Ethan just like he sexualizes
he did the same thing with Carol.
sexualizes women like uncontrollably. Really,
Yeah.
he can't control his impulses to sexualize them.
He did the same thing with Carolyn Kwan when Hassan went to China. And he was in they were like in a limo or something, and Carolyn Kwan was sitting in the back seat. He's like, oh, is she like some kind of Chinese honeypot from like the Chinese government? It's like,
Jesus, I forgot about that.
it's like, dude, it's literally the same thing.
Or like when he sees denims and he's fantasizing about like, oh, she'd make such a bad girlfriend. Like she'd just like nag you or something. Like what you're talking about a woman and immediately thinking about your relationship to her like sexually, like fantasizing about it.
Yeah, he stopped maturing. I think like maybe 10 years ago or something. He hit a plateau of maturity, and he's remained this. I don't know what the fuck he is. He's not even a child. It's like
Bro.
She was.
You're very
Creep.
wrong.
Oh, she's.
Yeah, don't
Oh,
say
she's
that.
right there. Well, okay. I apologize then. That was rude.
That's not right.
Why didn't?
I just noticed him saying, "Oh, she's right there." So once he finds out that she's pretty close to him physically,
Didn't he see her in the first place?
that's what I thought. So, but now that he realized that she might be closer than he thought, and he found out that, oh, she's a poker player, she has money. Oh, okay, so she's not a prostitute. Like that's the standard. Oh, she has money, she's rich. Okay, so she must not be a prostitute then. I guess I don't even feel comfortable saying the word prostitute. Like, is the word prostitute even like acceptable? It's not.
I don't fucking know.
Like what the fuck? But as if like even if he had said sex worker, like he's saying it in a bad way. He's saying it with a bad connotation.
Yeah, of
even if he had
course.
used the proper term, like isn't it? She looks like a sex worker. Like he's not saying it respectfully at all. Like there's
I mean,
nothing.
let's also just like point out the fact that she is with a black man. Like, is this also a racist comment from Ethan? Right,
Okay.
like a black man with an attractive white woman.
Do you
Oh, she
recognize-
must be a prostitute.
Do you recognize this black man? Because I hadn't until Chad pointed it out.
I don't know who he is.
That's Ray J, Brandy's brother. Remember Ray J?
No, I don't know Brandy. Who's Ray J? You
He's-
gotta
I don't
explain
know.
this to me.
He's Brandy's brother. I thought saying Brandy would explain it. Brandy used to be a singer, R&B singer. I think she killed someone in a
Okay,
car
okay.
accident. I think he's been in a sex tape.
Jesus.
Yeah, she got in a car crash and killed someone. He was in a sex tape, if I'm not mistaken. They had a song together. Do you know Phil Collins?
Yeah.
You know, think twice, cause it's another day for you and me.
Oh,
in
yeah,
pair.
yeah.
So they did. If I remember correctly, if I'm not mistaken,
Good singing,
chat
by the
correctly.
way, Anthony.
Thank you.
We
Jay.
got to get you in some karaoke streams.
Let's do some after the gaming stream. We'll hop right into a karaoke stream. So they did, I think, a duet. Him and his sister Brandy, who was also
Brandy
in a,
Norwood? I'm
she was-
looking it up.
she was in a sitcom as well called Brandy, I think. Right? Wasn't she?
Moesha?
Moesha,
maybe?
Moesha. So Brandy was in a sitcom called Moesha. Hell yeah. I used to watch that shit on TV when I was a kid. I'm old. I forget
That's
I'm older
cool.
than you. I'm older. So yeah, this is Ray
Yeah,
J.
I wasn't born yet when this show came out.
So he's kind of a celebrity.
Okay, yeah,
well,
I mean, it makes sense. You're at a celebrity poker tournament.
Brat6847 sends a $5 donor. Thank you so much, Brat, and says, what I don't understand is how Hila lets Ethan get away with this behavior. If that were my man, I'd check him 100. Hila agrees with him. That's what you got to understand. Hila thinks exactly the way that Ethan thinks. She's as misogynistic as he is. They make the same comments about sex work on their podcast. The same derogatory sort of comments. So I think Hila is one of the reasons that Ethan hasn't changed. Hila being a kind of an enabler to Ethan for all of these years and encouraging him and laughing at his jokes and rarely standing up to him or telling him to change or to become more mature. That's why he's still the way he is. If you had like a woman there, like actually kind of like holding the line, being like, yo, you can't fucking do that. That's like embarrassing. Forget if you want to do it or not. This is embarrassing for me as your wife. As a public figure, I cannot be seen with someone who's out there fucking doing shit like this in public. And he's also the Ray and Raycons.
Right.
That's right. You know Raycons. You might not know Ray J or Moesha, but you know Raycon sponsored videos on YouTube, James. He's the Ray. He put the Ray and Raycons. Ray J. That's
Really?
the guy. He's the one. He's the one who got those white label earbuds and is slapping that Raycon logo on him.
That's cool.
I hate the slides. I cannot emphasize how much I hate his outfit. I have to say, this is a hideous outfit.
Her outfit is mogging him. Let's
Like
put it
what the
that way.
fuck, dude? Like at least try to match your date. What are you doing here? If they are indeed together, if they did show up together, this is unacceptable. Like she should not have agreed to leave the house with him looking like that.
Okay, I apologize then. That was rude.
That's not right.
Well, I didn't say it to her. Luckily, she didn't hear me. No, but we're in Vegas and
You said it on a fucking live
everything
stream.
was saying that. I shouldn't have said that.
He said we're in Vegas. So in Vegas, so apparently if there's an attractive woman in Vegas, she's most likely a prostitute, according to Ethan. If he sees someone that looks attractive in Vegas, he's going to assume you're a prostitute. That's how it works. Apparently, Ray J is a streamer now. What?
Bro.
Yeah, let's get him on the
Everyone's
show.
streaming.
Yo, oh, dude, that would actually be kind of like, what do you think of Ethan Klein? Call me your girlfriend.
Funny.
Dude, let me look. Wait, I got to look up Ray J streaming.
That
So
would be hilarious.
real quick, Ray J stream. He's not going to come here, but we could try. Does he
Dude,
have
I'm reaching out to like Republican representatives on Twitter.
to come here? Really?
Yeah. Nah. I just think this shit is so funny. Like Ethan edited this part out of his live stream or whatever. Like the man just walks around in real life wishing he had a like an undo button like that. It's like the fucking episode of Rick and Morty when Rick gives a button that like reverses the last 15 seconds for Morty. Like that's what Ethan wishes he had because he just can't function in society, man. Meout says he's friends with my uncle, and I remember him having a Raycon electric scooter. That's sick.
Damn. He's friends with your uncle? Your uncle knows Ray J? Okay, so here's the stream. I knew he was going to be on Kick. I looked up Ray J streaming. Let me see if he's on Twitch as well. Ray J Twitch. He should be. Come on, man. No. Ray J Legend of Guild Wars.
What?
No, he's on Kick. 2.4K
videos.
followers.
No, it looks like he doesn't stream that much. Like I don't understand the stream videos. Are those automatically created or something?
Those are like clips. I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't
This
understand.
is like a clip from 3 hours ago, but his last stream was
Yeah.
five. I
Ray-
don't know.
Ray
That
J-
looks like it's almost a botted channel. Like it doesn't look like he's active on it.
Oh, this clip is like just nothing. Oh, it's not. Sorry, it's not even loading. Let's see. Let's just get a quick idea. Oh no, the whole thing is like a loading screen. That's the clip. Oh my god, that's his clip. What the fuck is happening?
This is like a channel that like AI clips out of. It's, I don't know, strange.
He's just randomly sitting there looking at his phone, and that's been clipped out. His kid just ran in the background. What the fuck is this? What? Dude,
Got a cool setup in his basement.
yeah, it's like a little mini bat cave. What the fuck is this?
You can see his computer screen reflected in the TV.
Yeah, dude, yeah, but like just leaving the camera on like that, or like your family's walking in the background.
Engaging stuff, engaging.
Shit, I'm out here stressing. Like, do we have enough topics? Do we have the shit? Is it gonna be a fun stream? And look at Ray J, just fucking not sweating it, man.
Just pop that shirt off and start building some Legos or
Shit,
something.
dude. The kid walking in the back, just that's what gets me, dude. Okay.
No. All right, let's finish up this clip of Ethan wearing a hideous shirt, by the way. Like, what the fuck is it? Like
Yeah.
the Incredible Hulk plaid T-shirt?
The latest, oh my god, latest and greatest from Teddy Fresh.
I shouldn't speculate.
Girlfriend.
She's not even Chinese, Zach. Don't play that. I don't know. I shouldn't have said that. That's horrible. But the dresses and the town.
He's still trying to justify. He's like the dress and the town.
The town. But also, she's like a Russian supremacist. So who cares?
Because I think we missed the interview where he was talking to her before, and is like, "Oh, are you an oligarch? Like, do you love Putin or something?"
We have the interview. Let's just watch this one more time, real quick.
Your mic's dead, and proud. How about that, huh, guys? I mean,
AB's mic is
exclusives
dead,
right
by
here.
the way.
Get a shot of them. Get a shot at them posing. I don't want to be rude, but I'm pretty sure she's a prostitute, and I really don't want to say that. But I mean, like,
That's so fucked up, dude. He says it with such confidence. Okay, so there's the clip. There's the interview.
people in Russia. Is that true? I've heard that there's no gay people in Russia. Is that true?
Gay people are everywhere.
They're everywhere. Right. Okay.
right.
I want to say this for Gal.
That's Ray J's trying to get some action right there. Ray J's like, hey, baby, how's it going? He's like, forget this fucking dumbass.
Maybe he has some like Raycon sex toys or something. The Ray vibe.
Oh my god, dude, no. Molded. It's been molded after a special penis. Hey, you started it. You started it.
Yeah.
It'll be like Ray J's in the bedroom with you.
There's no gay people in Russia. Is that true?
Gay people are everywhere.
They're everywhere. Right. Okay.
All right.
I want to say this for
What
Galia.
a good
We're gonna
response too. Like to a stupid fucking question.
Yeah, there's gay people everywhere. He's whispering in her ear. That's the guy who's beefing with Hassan Piker, by the way. He's like, by the way, baby, that guy's he's been
Is he
beefing.
actually like?
No,
or are you
no,
making that
he's
up?
just making that up. He's beefing with this guy's obsessed with Hassan Piker. This guy's obsessed with Hassan Piker. He talks about him every day on stream.
I think he's like orally inserting a Raycon earbud in her ear.
Baby, you left that out of your ear.
You left this at home. Don't worry.
1 second here. Let me put your Raycon back in your ear. All right, all good. Thank you, baby. You're welcome.
I want to say this for Galia. We're gonna find Putin. We're gonna drone him.
Does she need help? This one?
What?
The drones will find Putin.
Привет, как дела?
What?
Yes. What did that mean?
Ah, he's like kissing her shoulders. Dude, stop, man. You're making me uncomfortable right now.
Bro, Ethan's so like Ethan. You know he accuses every single Jew that's anti-Zionist of being a token, and yet he talks to a Russian person. He's like, "We're gonna do this for Galia. Putin's gonna get killed by a drone, right?"
Yeah. There's
It's
this
fucking insane.
Yeah,
like he
there's-
doesn't treat these people like real humans. He just uses them as like weird levers that he can pull on, and when when he's just like in uncomfortable situations.
So there's this great tweet by the dirtbag left that says, going up to Ela at every public event and asking if she's a pedophile and friends with Netanyahu. Like, that's the equivalent of what Ethan is doing right now. He sees a Russian person. Hey, so what do you think of Putin? Why aren't there
Right.
gay people in the, like, yeah. So next time we see Ela, just walk up and be like, hey, how's your friend Netanyahu doing? How's the IDF? How's the great guy? Yoav
Yeah, no,
Galan
don't
doing?
give me a beeper, right?
Yeah, like, so what the fuck are we doing right here? Like, if someone had walked up to Ela and asked her what he's asking this lady, Ethan would have put out 30 Instagram stories complaining about that person and done 2 live streams, calling them out, etc., obsessing over it. But, yeah, he has no problem walking up to someone and doing the exact same thing that he pretends to condemn on his show.
That just means like,
he's
yes.
hot.
He's rich too. I don't know if you know that. Oh, come on.
It's not about money.
Here, I'm rich too.
It's not about money.
Trust me, this guy's got.
For his brand mom.
Is that right? And where do you?
But I
Where
would
does,
want you to do
where do
that.
you
But to have that, I appreciate that. But money doesn't make you.
I have a restaurant in Los Angeles.
Really?
I'm a founder of Miss Russia. I have a lot of things.
You're a founder of Miss Russia. Are you an oligarch?
Huh?
Are you like an oligarch?
Oh, what is that?
Like the high society in Russia?
High society.
High society.
It's like Putin's buddies.
Why are you talking about?
Like Putin's
I
body.
don't know. He brought it up. He was the one who started talking about Putin.
Body.
I'm an American citizen. I live here for 20 years.
Okay,
I
good.
don't want to talk shit about.
Good,
Putin.
good, good, good.
He's
Okay,
he's-
good. Oh, so are you a pedophile supporter then? Like, you're an American citizen, right? We're run by pedophiles.
And right away, assuming she's a gold digger, when he's like, hey, by the way, you know he's
Hot.
rich?
He's rich too. I don't know if you know that. Oh, come on.
It's not about money.
Here, I'm rich too.
It's not
She says, I'm rich too. He completely ignores her.
about money.
Trust me, this guy's got.
He's like, trust me. This guy, he's got the money. She's like, but hey, I like she had to sit there and list her accomplishments for him to take her seriously. It's like, I own a restaurant. I founded like Miss Russia or whatever the fuck. He's like, just for him to. And then even after all of that, he still called her a prostitute after that conversation, which is insane.
I know, dude. It's insane.
Like, she just told you, like, she's a businesswoman. And again, like, this is by me saying that, I'm making it sound as if like I'm condemning sex work. I'm not. I'm just saying that, like, that's not what she does. And
Well, it's one thing to like, oh, she's wearing a short dress and I don't know. And there's a lot of prostitution in this area or in this city. So she's a prostitute. But you, like, that's bad enough. But you just talked to her. You just did an interview with her where she specifically said, like, she specifically listed out all of her accomplishments, like, she talked about her career. And then you're like, oh, I think she's a prostitute. Like, oh, fucking hell.
someone was saying that he might have been a little bit drunk. Not that that's an excuse, but that just makes him worse. Like, Ethan
yeah.
Ethan out in public is already a bad idea. Ethan drinking, live streaming out in public, this is what happens. This is exactly what happens.
Maybe the only way he goes out in public anymore is getting a little tipsy, because we know he's deathly afraid to leave. Like, if he could build a ballroom off of his podcast compound, he would.
So bad.
For his brand mom.
Doesn't make you.
I have a restaurant in Los Angeles.
Really?
I'm a founder of Miss Russia. I have a lot of things.
You're a founder of.
I mean, look, listen. Also, being like, I have a lot of things. I'm also rich. That's kind of douchey as well. She might be like a horrible person in her personal life. I have no idea. But still, to call her what Ethan did and to just like grill her like this just because she's Russian. Also, sorry, accusing someone of being a prostitute because they're Russian is also kind of like a racist trope. So that's like also extremely racist of Ethan. Like, because at least here in Lebanon, there is a trope of like Eastern European women sometimes working in that industry. So I think him making that connotation might also have like a little bit of racism sprinkled in there as well, which is pretty fucked up as well.
Racism towards her and I think the guy too. Like,
yep, Ray J.
Ray J's here with a prostitute.
Yeah, a black. That's right. Yeah, I didn't even think of that last time. Yeah, rich black guy out with a Russian prostitute at a poker event, and
I know. Classic Ethan Klein.
Yeah, horrible.
Miss Russia. Are you an old?
Yeah, McG says I also would have gotten defensive in her position. It does make sense. Like, yeah, this guy's there, like, being extremely rude and like denying her. So I guess that's the only reason why she started listing off her accomplishments. I do get that. So he kind of put her in that position where she had to.
Body.
I don't know.
Vladimir Putin.
Can we call him Pootie Hole? Pootie?
A figure to
Citizen, I live here for 20 years.
Okay, good.
don't want to talk shit about.
Good.
He's a
Good. God bless. Now, okay. Now that we know you're a citizen, we're all good.
he's a figure to recognize.
Pootie Hole?
Vladimir Putin.
Can we call him Pootie Hole? Thank you so
What
much,
is
guys. I
going
appreciate
on
it.
in this interview?
I have no idea, dude. And like,
Why is AB just hanging around him like a lackey in like the Harry Potter movies?
so close
He's like
to
Draco
them?
Malfoy's lackey. Like, what is his job? What?
Yeah, like if you're gonna be there, at least stop Ethan from saying this stuff. Like, is it your job being there to like be some kind of like PR? Like, hey, Ethan, maybe this is let's move him away from the camera, take over the mic, distract them or something. Like, what? You're just letting him do this. Like, if you're there to be a chaperone, be a chaperone. Do your job. Be like, hey, boss. Maybe don't call the lady a prostitute to her face. You know, maybe don't do that while we're live. You know what I'm saying? Just the basics. The basics. We're not asking for much here. Just some basic decency and respect. So anyways, this tweet here is great. Going up to Ela at every public event and asking if she's a pedophile and friends with Netanyahu. Not that we're not condoning that, but this is the equivalent of what Ethan was just doing.
I wouldn't condone anyone getting near Ela at a public event. That sounds horrible.
Yeah, nowhere. For you. It sounds horrible for you, not even for Ela. So here is, her name is I don't know if it's Lika or Laika. So she put out this statement on her Instagram. Publicly calling a woman a prostitute because of what she wears or where she's from is unacceptable. A man who speaks about women this way says a lot about himself. So very, very mature, very respectful response. She could have gone low.
And this is the side of Ethan that he desperately like doesn't want his audience to find, right? Like, I don't know. This is just also reminds me of like the whole cutie Cinderella thing where there was what was it? Like the deep fakes pornography of her that he was like laughing about and downplaying. And he's like, oh, well, I was laughing uncontrollably. But it's like, he just has a very strange and twisted relationship with all of the women in his life.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
And there's a reason why he deleted this off of his VOD. Like, I don't know. What do you think about this? Because Crotchy chatter says people predicted Ethan in far right incel content, but I don't know, man. Like he still has that some residuals of being an incel, I think, and he kind of reflects some of the incel anger and such sexual frustration towards women, but I don't foresee his content going that way. I think he relies so much on the women in his audience and portraying himself as more of like a family man. But do you see that being a like a crossover where he can kind of get like the family thing, but also maybe some of the incel hatred towards women?
He is getting some of that incel hatred, and don't forget, like he keeps all of the women that he beefs with. He makes sexual comments about, whether it's Anisa, whether it's Trisha. Just like last week, he was like mommy,
or at least
and
misogynistic comments.
Yeah, and like whenever he was talking about Trisha last week, he was like mommy and grandma are doing OnlyFans. He was addressing that to his nieces and nephews. Yeah, so he's constantly bringing up the fact that the people that he beefs with, excuse me, if they do sex work or if they're on OnlyFans, he always brings that up. He always brings that up as an insult, calls women bitches, just called a woman a prostitute. Like once they were watching a clip of someone and she had like a nice house. He was like, oh, how'd she get that nice house? OnlyFans. And looked around and was like, did she get it through OnlyFans? Now, whether or not she was an OnlyFans model is irrelevant. The fact that he saw someone attractive, he saw a fancy house, he's like, how did she get that? OnlyFans? Like, that's the only way in his mind that someone could achieve something like that. So he has a very low view.
It almost reminds me of like almost like a women's version of misogyny. It's like it's still definitely misogyny, but it's softened, right? It's not that they're just going to come out and be like, we're going to talk about the sexual marketplace value of people. It's more of just like, you know, I'm not a misogynist, but I do call women that attack me bitches because this is why, like, and then he like tries to justify it, right? Or it's like he talks about the sexual encounters between Ethan and Anisa and is like weird like that. It almost seems like because like
He's like a
yes,
pure- he's
women
just
can
like a
be
liberal.
misogynistic too.
He's like a pure liberal. It's just like, I'm not racist. I voted for Obama. He'll be like, I'm not a misogynist. I support women's rights. I support women's right to vote. Like the most
I'm
obvious
pro
fucking,
Palestine. I voted against Netanyahu.
the most basic stuff. But like when it comes to actually, okay, so how do you treat women on a day-to-day basis? How do you talk to women? How do you talk to a woman that you're arguing with? All of that goes out the window. He becomes a misogynistic piece of shit. And absolutely, he's garnered a lot of that incel audience through his lawsuits. All of the lawsuits against the Frogan, Denims, and Casey Tron specifically. Him trying to court Asmongold's audience by forcing Casey Tron to apologize to him. He's actively going after that audience because he knows he's shedding his own audience. So he's going to grab whoever he can get. A little bit of this, a little bit of Asmongold, a little bit of Nick the Oreo. Whichever women are still watching his show, they're probably Guam type women. Like, how can you watch this? Watch him call women prostitutes and him stalking a woman while playing poker, zooming in on her photo, and be comfortable with that. You're comfortable watching that, then like that's on you guys. Ali Donning sends a $2 dono. Thank you, Ali, and says AB is a doorstop. At this point,
Yeah.
yes. At this point,
Unfortunately.
at this point, I tried being nice because war and stuff. Like, AB's AB. He's there, Is he going to quit? Is he going to get fired next? Who knows? It's going to be the Hunger Games soon. They're going to make them fight for their jobs. You know what I mean? He's going to do like the Joker thing in The Dark Knight. Grab a pool stick, break it in half, throw the two halves on the floor. Like, all right, there's one opening. Or whatever the fuck. We're having tryouts. Who wants to love an AB? Go for it.
He's going to have like Dan and AB each on a canoe with the detonator to the other's canoe.
Yeah, he'll make content out of it, a live stream.
Yeah,
Picking
whoever
between
makes it across the lake.
Whichever crew member survives keeps their job.
But I think we're giving Ethan too much credit. That actually sounds like entertaining content.
That would be
something that his show seems to be allergic to.
Ethan then responded to the criticism
what did he say?
Leica calling him out. He said, "Hi there, Leica. You are 100% right. What I said was totally out of line, and I immediately regretted it. I am deeply sorry and very embarrassed for what I said." Okay, first of all, when he says I immediately regretted it, we all know that's a lie, right? We all watched that same footage of him arguing.
Justified it and doubled down on it
twice. It's like, wait, no, I can explain. The dress, like, oh wait, she's a poker player. Oh, she's so close to us. Actually, I feel so bad. I shouldn't have said that, guys. For like 12 seconds, 15 seconds, he sat there and tried to defend it and tried to justify it until his crew told him that she was in the poker tournament and she was one of the players, and he got confirmation that she's rich. Is when he was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'm sorry." So he did not immediately regret it. He says, "I'm cutting it out of our broadcast, and again, just want to offer my sincere apology for being so disrespectful. You did not deserve to be spoken about like this." Okay, I mean, in my opinion, okay, I mean, this is the bare minimum. If he wants to be a real man about it and a gentleman about it, you invite her as a guest onto the show and you make like a public apology to her face. At least offer for her to come onto the show. If I were him, and be like, "Listen, I'm super sorry. Like, that was so fucked. I really want to make it right." Not that they would want to, not that she should, but a fucking Instagram story is not gonna, that's not enough. You got to speak to her or something. I don't know, man. But like, the people want to hear. We'll try to get Ray J. We're gonna do our part and try to get Ray J onto this show. Okay, if we can get Ray J on here,
wow, that'd be so fun.
That would be the most random fucking stream of all time.
We gotta like go to his basement or something.
I'll fly out.
The bunker that Raycon's made.
Listen, I'll be in the States in July, so if that means a trip to Ray J's bunker and
Ray J's House of Ray
and the Raycon white label factory or wherever they print the Raycon logo onto the pre-made AliExpress earbuds, we'll do that. Okay, so yeah, horrible. Yeah, he didn't just call her a prostitute. He like, just in his interview with her, he insinuated that she's a gold digger, all sorts of things, an oligarch.
The invasion of Ukraine.
Yeah, Russian supremacist, pro.
So
Putin.
fucking funny. Like, after the guy who's gone on a year or 2 years long crusade saying that just because I'm Israeli doesn't mean I support the genocide of Palestinians, immediately meets a Russian is like, "Oh, you're pro the invasion of Ukraine, right?"
Because that he was always like that. He just got stumped by the Israel thing. Like that was always his style. That's why people were kind of confused. Like it was the one time he wasn't applying the same logic, doing the same shit he always did. He just made this big exception for Israel. Hey, how come everyone's hating on Israel? Why are you questioning us? If we like Netanyahu, do all Russians love Putin? Lo and behold, you put him in front of a Russian, the first thing he asks is like, hey, do you love Putin? It's like he can't help himself.
I know,
he can't help himself. Carolyn Kwan made a great point. Someone said we should have her on the show sometime. If someone can get in contact with her, she would be a fantastic guest. Like,
as long as you can resist the honeypot, Anthony.
I can, of course I can. Misogynists love to call women prostitutes, also love to use words like slut, whore, hoe, etc., because they view it as an easy way to degrade and humiliate women. It gives them a sense of power and demonstrates how they view women through an objectifying lens. Whether women engage in sex work or not, this language and behavior is employed to police women's choices and strip them of their full personhood. So, very well said. Very well said. And it is an attempt to degrade women. And that's how Ethan uses it when he's talking about OnlyFans on his podcast or making comments about sex work. He's using those terms when he calls Carolyn Kwan a honeypot or when he calls this person a prostitute. He is immediately trying to degrade them in the eyes of his audience and to give himself some kind of a leg up, some kind of advantage, and to prop himself up and to make himself seem superior while making them seem immoral some way, somehow.
I also love the framing of this post, right? The Hasanabi Productions meme account post. It's like he got caught on a mic calling this person a prostitute. It's like he didn't get caught on a mic. He was
live streaming,
broadcasting.
Yeah, this was part of the entertainment. Like this was part of the show.
Yeah, this is his forward. This is the side of himself that he put out there on purpose.
That's his hosting ability, like on full display.
Right.
Far Twain sends a $2 dono. Thank you so much, Far Twain, and says, "AB the type to get laid off and say he quit." Well, unless Ethan does another pre-recorded video, then he won't be able to lie about it. We'll know. We'll know the truth. We know what's going on.
I got a good one from a chatter. AB is the equivalent human form of whatever you call that little stick that holds the toilet paper.
Oh my god.
Kind of brutal. You cut a little deep there, but
what is that thing called?
I don't know.
That is a very good analogy.
Paper holder. It's like the thing with like the spring inside it.
Newt called out egg with a microphone. Hey, feminist Guam, any comment on your boss calling a woman a bitch this past week or just last night saying some girl was a prostitute based on her outfit? If you don't quit right away, I'm afraid you can't complain about misogyny ever again. So she was getting called out. You know what I mean? She's always calling people hypocrites and always being like... And this was her response.
Oh, she responded. Let's go.
She did. She's like, okay, here's my comment. The fact that some of y'all who hate my guts no matter what I do and who have been stunningly misogynistic and fatphobic to me nonstop think I owe you an explanation or defense of my politics is so demented. Get absolutely fucked. Enjoy my mute. So, no comment. No, the girl with a microphone does not want to use her microphone to comment on the situation or to call her boss. Again, that's the problem. When you're getting paid by the big boss, you're not going to sit there and criticize him. You're going to shut the fuck up. You're going to accept the paycheck, and you're going to suck his ass. Kiss his ass. Sorry. You could suck that ass too if you want. Shit, Graham. I don't know what you're into.
Stick a straw in there. No. We don't have to get graphic with it. Also, I feel like a woman with a microphone would be better. Like it just wham. That flows so much better than Guam.
Wham.
Just like. Wham.
Maybe she was worried about like the band Wham.
Yeah, maybe they'd come after her. No, the fact that some of y'all who hate my guts no matter what I do and whatever. The fact that some of y'all think I owe you an explanation or defense of my politics is so demented. Like you're a media figure working for a publicly misogynistic person and you complain about misogyny. I don't think that people asking you to make a comment about it is demented. Like that's just like the most bare bones addressal of this comment. Like you think that people asking you to explain yourself because you're a public figure is demented. Okay, all right, sure. Enjoy my mute. She has worked with a microphone for a long time. She knows her way around a mute button.
Literally would have been the easiest thing to be like, listen, guys, Ethan's my boss and I'm a fan, but like, it's easy for even he put out a story
Right.
saying that like he disagreed with it and that he regrets it. So obviously I disagree with him, and I'm happy that he apologized and took it down and cut out the clip from the thing. This is not a reflection of him or of our values on the show, and I'm glad he apologized. That would have been so fucking easy to fucking say while maintaining whatever leftist credibility you want to have or maintain. Like, no one's telling you to call your boss a piece of shit misogynist on Twitter. We know you love him. We know you like your job. You don't want to lose your job, obviously, but you can still nicely condemn. Be like, hey, even he condemned it. Like, even Ethan himself has recognized that what he said was shitty, and I have no problem saying the same. You know, he regrets it, and hopefully he won't do it again. And like, yeah, ultimately, hopefully she accepts the apology, whatever, and like that's it. It's over. You don't need to go just say all of this to say absolutely fucking nothing. Just if you don't want to address it, stay quiet. Don't make it about, oh, it's because you guys want me to address it. Because you guys are forcing me to, then I'm not going to say it. It's like, no, it's because you have nothing to say. Because you don't know how to say anything. You don't know how to actually give an opinion on a controversial topic about someone that you love. Like, you just don't know how to do it.
And let's just be honest. Like, let's also call this out. Like, Ethan Klein had a better response to the situation than Wham had. Like, she is proving herself to be more misogynistic, at least in the handling of this circumstance, of this situation, than Ethan is. So yeah, this is making me question her politics even more. Not that I give too much of a shit about it.
Yeah, at least
she's like taking his doggy bag, like eating his leavings. I don't care.
Yeah, like at least Ethan, he did the bare minimum, but at least he apologized. Like, okay, like shit, I'm sorry, I felt bad. We're gonna remove the clip. Just, you know, it's easy.
I mean, Wham is only getting this heat because she's on Twitter and because she replies to people. Like, sure, like you're only relevant because you replied to people, and now you're like, why are you asking me to reply to you? Like, okay.
Keo
Like,
Joy.
That's the only reason people are tweeting at you.
Yeah, I'm actually, someone is saying, Keo J is saying, I'm curious to see how he's going to react on tomorrow's episode. I'm curious if he's going to respond. If he responds, I'll definitely.
He's not going to talk about it. He's not going to.
I'd be curious to check out that segment if he does talk about it. Yeah, I think he might. I think he might, just because it really went viral and he's getting hate from like so many people. So there is a chance that he will.
Well, maybe.
I feel like there's a chance he might. Plus, it's content
what are we
for him,
gonna
dude.
say here?
It's content for him. Like, you got to think he's got no content. It's gonna be the title. Like, my apology.
It makes him look so bad. I think if he addresses it at all, it's just going to be like a quick apology at the beginning of the episode and then move on to something else entirely. I don't think he's gonna make it a big thing, because what can he say? Yeah, I'm misogynistic and I was a little bit drunk and so it slipped out.
He's not going to say I'm misogynistic. He's going to be like, listen, guys, I fucked up and I'm sorry and I deserve the criticism and you guys are right and I need to... He's probably going to be like, I'm going to stop drinking and IRL streaming. He's going to take some kind of step. Like, I'm going to take some steps, you know, to avoid this happening. Maybe I'm going to step away from the poker tournaments.
Is he going to blame his crew members for not having a button live?
Maybe. They might be like, we need the button. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna apologize for the Lika thing, for calling her a prostitute. What he's gonna justify and defend is what he did to Anisa and screenshotting the picture. That he's gonna be like, that I stand by. After the content
talk about that yet.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, I swore that I would never let it go, and any chance I get, even if I'm in the middle of a doctor's appointment, I'm gonna screenshot something that I find funny. Yeah. So he's gonna defend that to the max. He's gonna completely ignore any of that very valid criticism that he is a psycho obsessive. Sexually obsessive freak. But Karachi sends a $2 Canadian dono. It says, looking forward to the collab with no comment chick Irene. Hey, we want to collab with her as well,
bro. Yeah, you guys got to get on that.
Tell her to get back to me on Twitter, because she's not, like, I don't know how to get in touch. I even put her in a live chat while she was live streaming yesterday, and I was like, hey, would love to have you on. Check your Twitter. I've not had a response.
Email in her channel description?
I don't think I saw one. All I saw was the Twitter. I'll look again. But yeah, we'd love to have her on and talk some lawsuit stuff with her.
And I'm not, like, not to bury the lead, I haven't watched her latest video. Because I feel like there's only so much like Ethan Klein stuff I can take. But yeah, I'm sure she'd be fun to talk to.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
She does have an email address.
Oh, cool. Okay, so we'll do that via email. Nice. I always like Twitter. Right. I feel it's more personable.
I don't have like Twitter Plus, so I just like reply to people. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, no, I don't have Twitter Plus either. You could send DMs to people that sometimes people will have their DMs open
Yeah.
even if you don't follow them or whatever. But I did follow her. So here is Denims was like, get absolutely fucked, enjoy my mute. And Anthony Fantano responds and says, I don't even know who the fuck this loser is, and I'm blocked.
Bro, the
Bam.
fucking meme that Denims posted is scarily accurate.
Yeah. Enjoy my mute.
It's so good.
Okay, okay, so here's just an
Insult
example
women.
of her being a complete hypocrite.
It's pathetic. Like, it's very sad watching him sit
He's a
and
weak, fragile man.
insult women, call them bitches, be so fragile.
Insult women, call them bitches. You just called him a pussy. Like, for me, it's just like the moral inconsistency of these people is just, to me, the reason why we should not even bother arguing with them or debating them or anything else.
We shouldn't argue, debating, or talking to these people because they're so morally inconsistent. Because, you know, apparently they're pro women, but they also just called someone. They didn't even call them a pussy. They just said like weak or something.
Because these people are not working within an honest framework.
What are you even saying? What are you even saying, lady? Like, just take,
it's very profound. It's too profound for us. It just flies over our head.
Just take the paycheck and shut. And hear how she's like covering her mouth as if clutching her pearls. Like, oh,
flies over our eggs.
The moral.
What can I do? Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? Just take the paycheck and shut the fuck up. Stop tweeting. Okay,
I gotta get some pearls that I can clutch.
Right? Just take the money.
My god!
Don't pretend anymore. Okay, just shut up. Just like stop it. Okay, just stop. You're an employee of the H3 podcast now.
The fucking Twitter poster's name. Did you see the name of the guy who posted this clip?
I do that. Oh my god.
Best sexting that has ever been sexted.
Oh my god.
Is just, to me, the reason why we should not even bother arguing with them or debating them or anything else, because these people are not working within an honest.
Yeah, they didn't even say the word pussy here. What did they say?
It's
I don't know, what
pathetic.
is
Like,
it?
it's very sad watching him sit
He's a
and
weak, fragile man.
insult women, call them bitches, be so fragile.
I don't know. Maybe he called him a pussy earlier, but
maybe earlier, yeah. But like here, they said weak, fragile man. Yeah, so she lost her mind there. Like, oh my god, how dare they use the word pussy? Like, what? And
okay. Oh, well, she also like pussy is it's a term that people use to say like someone who's scared to do something. What about her whole thing where it's like, oh, they called Ethan weak? That's so ableist. It means that the only value that a person can have is from their physical strength. This is such an antiquated view of the world. Like, oh, you have an issue with the term that's specifically used to call someone a coward and not like the ableist language they used. Fragile, that means that someone whose bones don't have the proper structure can't function as well as other people. What is this ableism language? Like, she's a hypocrite here, ignoring the ableist language to focus on the term that's specifically used to call someone that's not even pussy. Isn't even like a gender term. It doesn't even really have that connotation anymore.
yeah, also, I mean, cats are cowards. It could just be like you're a cat, a little scaredy cat, you know? Scared, isn't it from the term scaredy cat?
Right. This is why we shouldn't debate with a girl with a microphone. Her moral inconsistencies just prove that any kind of conversation with her would be absolutely fruitless. Like I just can't. I can't do it with her.
Ali, thank you for being here and good night. Thank you for being here and for the support. Did you watch this clip where he talked about like India love, calling her Pakistan love?
I haven't.
By far the nicest watch at the table.
Hell yeah.
Only competitor would be India Love. Is that her name?
Yep. Yes.
I didn't want to say the wrong country.
Yeah. Well, you said it directly into the
Pakistan
mic,
Love.
so.
Sounds racist. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Tell him that's
So
more racist than Chinese
what if I
girlfriend.
call her Pakistan Love?
That's worse than singing Chinese girlfriend.
All right, stop drinking. Yeah, Harley said that's worse than singing Chinese girlfriend.
But no, but Chinese
Sorry, I
girlfriend's
can't
not
hear
bad.
you. You said something about drinking, but I couldn't break it up.
Chinese.
Yeah, I was going to say I have the nicest watch by far.
Yep.
Except Pakistan Love, who has a fake paddock. Like fake. And that's why I'm calling
So now he's just calling India love Pakistan love.
her Pakistan Love.
Damn.
If she had a real one, I call her
That's a
India
good
Love. That's
joke.
not like-
And he's saying because she has a fake watch, he thinks she has a fake watch, so she's a fake Indian. So he's referring to Pakistanis as fake second tier Indians. They're not the original. They're the bad ones. They're the fake
That's
ones.
so much worse than what I thought he was. I didn't realize that watch part. I thought he was just like being immature.
He's being immature. He's being racist, and I mean, also like there's you know there's a history. There's
Right.
decades of geopolitical strife and political struggle between Pakistan and India. There are two countries that are at war. So for him to like just interchangeably call someone who's India love into Pakistan love, and just to make such light out of the situation, just for like at a fucking poker tournament for a dumbass IRL stream. And was this before or after he called a woman a prostitute? Like when?
I don't know.
How
man. He was
far
on a roll.
along? Yeah.
Like these are the jokes. Like I don't know, there are some things that pop into your brain that should stay there. Let's just say that. Like when you're like, oh, India, oh, Pakistan, that would be funny to like call her by a different thing. That's just like an inside voice joke. Like leave it inside your head. You don't have to make a stupid comment just because it like immediately popped into your brain, because like he's literally just playing word association games, right? And then thinking it passes as comedy. He's like,
And, like,
India, Pakistan.
yeah.
Wow, that's so funny. Let me say that over and over again.
And like live, like stand-up comedians like write their material. They'll test it out at like a small, intimate open mic with like 6 people there. Then if the joke lands, they'll work on it and then try it again at a bigger show. And like they're always working on their material. Ethan is just like saying whatever the fuck pops in his mind, live on stream, no filter.
It's not.
It's like this is
And
not
he
comedy,
thinks
dude.
he thinks word association passes off as a joke. Oh
Like this is not a joke. This is not comedy. You're just some fucking idiot, dude. Racist idiot.
Just some fucking idiot. That's the funniest thing we've heard on here. Okay, do we have anything else on Ethan's wild night out? Did he
We
win
do.
at poker?
We do.
Oh,
There is one
right.
more.
We've been kind of bearing the lead here too with the Anisa stuff.
Probably the worst offense out of all of these. I mean, it's a pretty close tie between this and calling a stranger a prostitute just randomly out of the blue.
I can't get over Ethan's shirt. That's a close third.
That's a very hideous shirt, honestly. That's a very
so ugly.
By the way, shout out to that. I don't know if you guys noticed the thumbnail for this episode. I mean, wizardry from Nour. I was like, let's try to get Ethan's back.
It's
and
very good.
and the phone angle. I love that. We managed to capture his back, you know. Let me just take a quick look at that. That is some good stuff right there. He's such a fucking creep to just hunched over like that. That is
Congratulations to the Ecklers. Expected baby number 1.
First, the fact that he's looking at his phone, like, dude, put it away for a couple of minutes, like you're playing poker.
He's
It's
addicted.
like
He's addicted to it.
this is a high stakes tournament. You're with like fellow celebrities, strangers. It's a chance for him to make some friends. Ethan always talks about never leaving the house, hating me, whatever, you know, hating to doing all this shit.
Bro, like, come on, don't do that to Ethan. Don't act like these people would be friends with him, okay?
I mean, because he can't. Because what is he gonna talk to them about other than iDubbbz and Anisa? That's probably all he talked. Like I was talking about that earlier on my solo stream. Like if he and Eli have guests over that like aren't familiar with their shit, like they're just gonna spend 4 hours being like, "Hey, have you heard of iDubbbz and Anisa? Like they made a content cop about us. iDubbbz was my best friend and he betrayed me." And he'll show them like the content cop and you'll start explaining, talking about CPS and like breaking down internet drama. Like that's his only point of reference. That's all Ethan can talk about, I feel.
Yeah. It would be like that episode of The Office when Michael and Janet have like over the couples, and it's just like the most awkward thing ever.
That's how they would be, I guess, because they don't know what to talk. Like they don't know how to have a normal conversation about normal things anymore. Like Eli would be.
You go into it, you get the house tour, and Ela's like, "See all the toys I gave my kids? They have lots of toys."
Unlike
like proving that she's a good mother.
Unlike my brother Moses, who does not buy his children anything. My brother Moses is a horrible parent. And Ethan will be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, have you heard of Trisha?" Like, who's that? "Oh, she's just my sister-in-law," or whatever. You know, what a piece of shit. You know, our niece. Did you know our nephew's called Aquaman? Like they're like, dude, we're just here for lunch. What is going on? What is going on? You know?
Yeah.
Did you hear about that racist Twitch panel, the hummus tier list? Like what? Like
Yeah.
what are we like? What wasn't that like 2 years ago? Like they're just obsessed. So this is Ethan.
Our delicacy from my homeland brings out Sabra hummus.
Oh my god! I just made it. Brought it fresh from the store.
Everything's neutral. Yeah. Got both names ready.
Mackenzie Dern's there. She's a good MMA fighter.
Oh, that lady's an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
He couldn't care less, dude. He's checking out the iDubbbz snark subreddit.
Let's just be like thankful though that it wasn't. Is Anisa on OnlyFans, or is that just like a snide comment that Ethan makes?
No, this was on the snark subreddit. I think this was like an Instagram story that she posted.
Let's just be thankful it wasn't anything more like revealing of Anisa posted.
Not safe for work, or him like leaking something that wasn't supposed to be out. Yeah, no, for real. That's honestly, that could have been a real fucking chance.
He's fucking cropping it too. It's not just like a phone screenshot and then saving it for later. He's cropping it.
He's getting ready to post, dude. And like I've done shit like this in the past. Like I've had internet beef with someone, and I got excited for the next episode of the podcast. And I'm gonna get him. You know what I mean? And like I'm supposed to be out to dinner, enjoying my dinner, and I'm like, I'm gonna get you. It's like, yeah, I had to snap out of that. You know what I mean? Like that's not healthy. That's not a healthy way to be or to live. You can't take your work out with you. But this isn't his work anymore. This is their life. Their life.
An obsession.
Their job, the podcast, their beef, it's all become one thing. There's no podcast anymore, and then their private life is the podcast. Their podcast friends are their real life friends. Their real life enemies are their podcast enemies.
And that's why, like, you know, when people ask about the predictions of the show, it's like this show is Ethan's life. Like, him stopping the show it's not just like him changing his job, right? It would have to be a complete departure from his entire way of life for the past, like, what, 2-3 decades?
I don't know, man.
Not 3 decades, 2 decades.
I don't know how much longer they're gonna do it. You know, like he keeps talking about having like money in stocks and stuff. So
right, because he's not gonna stop this show and then just start a different outlet to like a different outlet on social media, a different way to engage with people on social media. He's going to. If he stops the show, he's gone from the public appearances altogether.
I think they're gonna. I don't know. I think he's gonna get to a point where he's like, "That's it. I think the world has spoken, and they don't want me." He's gonna play the victim. He's gonna be like, you know, these past 2 years or 3 years of criticism have gone to us, and like, I just don't want to continue or whatever. What they might end up doing is giving up the H3 podcast to the crew or to someone else. Like have Guam and Harley and maybe AB or like Dan take over, and him and Eli will take a step back. They're gonna be like, we don't want to be in the public eye anymore because we feel like we've hurt this brand, or like people keep criticizing us, and if they keep criticizing us, it's unfair to you guys.
Teddy Fresh, maybe it still hold.
They'll get rid of Teddy Fresh. I feel like, but
they'll get money from the H3 podcast, just like
or they'll keep going. But if they keep going, they're gonna keep losing viewers. They're gonna start hitting 300,000. They're gonna max out at 350, 400k views, and if they're cool with that, they can still make a decent living. But they're gonna have to downsize the team. You can't have 16 people hired when your show is getting a third of the numbers. It's gonna have to downsize.
It's just like, I'm at the point where it's like, just be a fucking gross old man in the privacy of your own home. Like, I don't want to see you screenshotting pictures of women you're sexually obsessed with, calling like attractive women you see prostitutes. Like, just do that shit in your fucking basement when you're avoiding your family. Go do that. You don't have to be in the public eye anymore.
Crazy, dude.
Anyway, I'm curious to see what his post is, though. Maybe he has a banger post.
I don't even think he posted it. That's the thing. Like, I haven't seen what it was.
His own personal collection.
Yeah, and the post was just Anisa like discussing like getting laser hair removal somewhere, and she was like, "Hey, I got laser hair removal and it wasn't painful. So if anyone is curious of getting it in that certain area, then you have like my recommendation." Basically, that's all she was saying.
Could it just be that Ethan likes pictures of Anisa or Anisa?
It could be, dude. I don't know what it is, but like he's like the fact that he zoomed in on it. You know what I mean? He had to full screen it and like look at it for a while. Like, I don't know what's going on there, but part of like obsessing over someone for a year and him knowing that they're if they have an OnlyFans account and him using that against them, I don't know what the fuck he does, and I don't want to like speculate because it's like kind of creepy stuff. But like I don't know what's there, but like he keeps. The way he obsesses over Trisha, the way he obsesses over Hassan, and also talks about Hassan's physical appearance and his body and looking at pictures of Hassan. Like, he does it, men and women, he does it to everyone, even though he's definitely a misogynist. But he comments on people's physical appearances, their bodies, what they do with their bodies, he's always talking about that. And he's always supported by Elo, who's right behind him, supporting him, laughing along.
Yeah. What are the replies to this post?
To this one right here,
Yeah.
we got Mike from PA saying, Jesus Christ, he's a pathetic loser. Gato Fumante says, ew, what an absolute psycho. Vadim, you can't get more rent-free than this. Clear as day, he's obsessed with people he stalks. No wonder he's always attacking her and not iDubbbz. He's a sick, sick man. And then he goes to his show with his paid friends to claim Anisa and Ian are obsessed with him. Typical pro-Israel behavior. And also, like, what's weird is that, like, he's screenshotting posts that have nothing to do with them. It's not like Anisa made a post about Ethan being like, hey, Ethan's a piece of shit, so he's screenshotting that to respond later. If he literally stalks her, like when she goes to buy Ian cake at, like, for his birthday, he screenshots those Instagram stories and makes fun of them and makes an hour-long segment out of them. So he's legitimately, like, digitally cyber stalking this person in a way. Goes to their Instagrams, looks at everything that they post, whether it is their everyday life stuff. He's just harassing them constantly. So, but again, his fans are gonna do nothing but defend this. Here, I have some examples. Here's Yeet posting the video. Now, there's some comments here making fun of Ethan, but someone like this is, Ethan's a certified hater. Like they find this funny. Like he's just such a dedicated hater that even at the poker, like that's the angle they're gonna take. Like Ethan hates them so much that yes, even while I'm out and supposed to be having a good time, I will never forgive Ian. I will never forgive Anisa. That is why that is gonna be the line tomorrow, 100%. Fucking based. Yep. Ethan is a true hate watcher like us. So these are the people. These are Ethan. This is Ethan's fan base essentially. Not gonna lie, I'm dying laughing at this. Content farming is a 24/7 grind. Some people are calling him out. You know, this man has an obsession, not in the defense of the lol cows. So, yeah. A-logging live is kingly hater energy based. So, yeah, that's what his audience is thinking about all that. We need to look at that. Casey Tron had this to say, I think that as influencers, we can get all a bit caught up, but this is so mentally unwell. He's so in his own echo chamber, he won't even acknowledge how unhealthy it is. Also creepy as fuck. He's been creepy as fuck to this woman for over a year now. Leave her alone. 100% accurate. And we do get a bit caught up. Again, I was saying it's happened to me before. Especially in the earlier days of the podcast, and when I was right in the midst of all the Ethan H3 stuff, when they were talking about like shitting on me on one of their streams, and I would respond to their streams, and Ethan would respond, and I would respond. I kind of got caught up in it, and would spend way too much of my free time scrolling through Reddit, scrolling through Twitter, getting things that I could use against the H3 podcast on a future stream, and it kind of took over my life for a little period, and that sucked. And the people around me noticed it and called me out on it, including my girlfriend. Was like, hey, like, you shouldn't be looking at this shit when we're spending time together. We should be spending time together. You can look at Reddit on your own time.
Is that why she took you to the mountains with no signal?
Essentially, you know. But it's happened to me, and it's just. But you just need that person to anchor you, or just to bring you back down. And Ethan doesn't have that, because him and Ela feed each other that toxicity, and they create this loop. Yeah, it's kind of endless.
Yeah.
Carolyn Kwan commented on it if you want to listen.
But the stands will still find a way to defend it. But you're wrong.
I just have to.
Let him. It's his favorite thing.
Sometimes Twitter won't let me pause unless I play the whole video. Then you restart it. Then you can pause. Super weird as shit. Yeah.
Will still find a way to defend it. But you're wrong. It's indefensible. If this is what he does when he's on camera, you know, you can only imagine the level of obsession when he's off camera. Like if Will,
yeah. By the way, like he's in a public fucking setting doing this. When he's at home with no cameras filming him, like what the fuck is he up to?
That's crazy.
Also, the This beef that he has with Anisa is so absurd. But if Will had some beef with some woman, okay, first of all, I'd be like, goodbye. What's your fucking problem here? What's going on? But second of all, if he were on camera zooming in on someone who he's clearly been obsessing over for quite some time now, I'd be like, you are unwell, and I would not. I don't want to be with you. This is really creepy. It's really gross. I don't care that you don't like this woman. You need to get a fucking life. Yeah, especially when you're married with kids. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's a good point. Married with kids. You seem to forget that.
Right? He's like over 40. He's almost 41 or something, which is, hey, that's beautifully young. 40 years young, but like there needs to come a level of maturity with that. You need to set an example for your fucking family. But again, this is the man and who him and his wife make fun of their own blood on stream. Like, that's it. Like, they're pieces of shit. Like, there's nothing else to say.
So bad. Such bad behavior, honestly. Like, man, if my kids acted like them, and I don't have kids, but like if my hypothetical kids acted like this, I'd be fucking embarrassed. Like, screenshotting someone that you're obsessing over in public, calling someone like a prostitute, like publicly attacking family members. Like, what the fuck?
His wife should be embarrassed. Like, oh, like, my husband did what at that fucking poker event, and like everyone's fucking talking about it, and the lady called him out, and he had to apologize. Like, it's just. And Ray J was there doing it all in front of Ray J, Brandy's brother.
Man, Ray J came out looking the best out of the whole bunch.
No less.
I did send you one more post at the bottom of the Leica segment.
Ethan Posture, yes, I'm glad you brought this up.
Oh yeah, you have that one.
No, but I saw it and I was like, I should have had it here, and
it's so funny.
Here.
calling me all sorts of what they view as like the most humiliating, degrading words that you can call a woman, and they think it's a way to end me and to put me in my place and remind me that I'm actually not a human being. I'm simply an object for them to play with and to treat however they want to. I feel bad for the kid. I only feel bad for the kids in this instance. Yeah, because the thing is too, and what happened that I was talking about the same thing? I can't.
Ethan and Ela's kids are going to have a treasure trove of like oopsies to dig into when they're like teenagers, man. If they like meet some guy in high school whose parents hated Ethan, he's like, you guys should watch this. This is what your dad was up to. You know,
yeah,
like
they're gonna have a lot of nuggets for therapists to help dig out.
A lot, dude. Like, Ethan and Ela are gonna have to like propagandize those kids early and hard, because once those kids are like off to like high school and they start to see what their parents did, you know, you better hope those kids are pro genocide or something.
They're gonna have a legendary rebellious phase.
Oh, I think Carolyn's audio is a little quiet. Sorry, guys.
But essentially,
sorry, y'all. I'm not gonna replay the whole thing, but here.
When you are a person who's a public figure and you have kids, guess what? Those kids are on the internet. And if they're too young to be on the internet, they will be on the internet. And so not only are they probably learning these behaviors at home, they're also seeing their parent or parents or whoever, you know, whatever adult figure it is, behaving like this online. And it's vile. And their friends see it. Yeah, their friends see this kind of stuff. Finding out that this is what your dad was doing when you were growing up. Mm-hmm. IG story incoming. Who, on me? I don't care. Whatever. Let him.
Bro, can you imagine your dad doing that? Like, in his fucking 40s, screenshotting pictures of women he's having internet beefs with?
That's so embarrassing, dude. Minutes after calling another woman a prostitute.
It's what he gets off on. So let him make IG stories. What is he going to call me, a Chinese honeypot again? Is he going to be racist and misogynistic again? Great, go for it.
Okay, so here is what you just sent. This is fucking hilarious. So much content came out of the poker tournament that I forgot about this insane screenshot the fun guy posted. Bro has the bend like the corner of a table. Also, the H3 people shared this, like H3 fans.
Yeah.
Wasn't even snark. That's so funny.
Not even snark. Like, this is bona fide, genuinely not a snark post.
He genuinely looks like Gollum. Gollum looking at, like, smelling the ring.
What was the thing? Why was he, like, Was he trying to be like some kind of correspondent and he was role playing or something?
I guess yeah, he was trying to be like a fun little the Vegas correspondent on the ground at the poker tournament. Let's walk around, talk to the celebrities, and call them whores. What the fuck? What are we doing, man? Froggy.
Zero likes, 0 comments on that post, by the way. That was definitely taken down by the bots.
One upvote and then it was gone.
100%.
Yeah, people are saying it definitely looks like a little bit of Gollum right there. I cannot do a Gollum, guys. I cannot do a Gollum. Froggy Tonic says, imagine you hate your treasonous ex-friend so much you check their lewd Instagram while you're out of the house in Vegas at a poker event during a game with people around on camera. Did you know Ethan's dad had a Pinterest collection called Sexy Ela? Did you hear that one? That was fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's a fun little trivia bit.
A little piece of lore that
CPS called Justified.
We wish none of us knew. I could have gone my whole life without ever knowing that, you know.
I mean, now we know where Ethan gets it, right?
That Gary Klein is looking up hot pictures of Ela. That's yeah. Ethan's basement, who I accidentally called Ethan's boyfriend on my earlier stream today.
Ethan's boyfriend, great.
Who else would I screenshot on my work phone? Bozo.
Right.
Genius. That's exactly what he said about the Twitch thing.
Yeah. So fucking funny. And like Hassan had a good point. He's like, don't your fucking employees stream on Twitch? And you're like, who else would I? Why would you follow Hassan?
I don't know.
It's so good.
It's crazy. He doesn't support his employees. He was yelling at them last time. He's like, did you guys know you were live streaming? It could impact our members, our memberships here. They were like, what the fuck?
He really said that. That's good.
He was making AB feel like shit about streaming. So that's our little age 3 adventure here. That took a while, but there was a lot to cover. I mean,
no, it was pretty good. It was chill. There were I don't know how far we want to get into this, but and I haven't actually seen the clips, but we were talking a bit about Contrapoints.
Mm-hmm.
The last time we talked, I was covering like a Contrapoints interview, and after the podcast, and I couldn't even get 10 minutes into it. It was infuriating, and I think there's a very big. I think there's a very big difference between people who, you know, take responsibility for their actions and people who have like an external locus of control that say that the things that happen to me, they're everyone else's fault, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think Ethan kind of falls into that camp. He says that, oh, people don't like me and it's because of Hassan. People don't like me, it's because of Frogan.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know, because of people like you and me that people don't like Ethan Klein. It's never his fault. And I think Contrapoints has a bit of that going for her as well. So
because I think that what they both have in common is that they kind of misrepresented who they were to their audience. And then when their audience expected them, based on who they sold themselves as, to have certain reactions or opinions about certain things, and when they didn't have those reactions, and when their opinions didn't match with the persona that they sold, like, for example, I think both of them, you could say, they kind of fell apart with the Gaza genocide. Contrapoint staying silent, and then when she did come out and put out a statement, it was like very wishy-washy, very two-sidesy.
Right.
So it seems like she and I was not very familiar with Contrapoints' work prior, and listening to today, I watched like 20 minutes of her interview with on the Bad Faith pod.
Yeah.
I
want to watch a bit of that if we have time.
We'll try it, but like I don't like that person. Like she doesn't seem like someone who I'd want to listen to anyway at all. She's so wishy-washy, and she also said it was like, I think she's basically saying that people thought she was more leftist than she was because she was a trans person talking about fascism. She's like, people assumed I was this extreme lefty, but I'm not. So
interesting. Sorry, I'm having some.
If you're having technical difficulties, let me. I can help you out here.
Not too technical. It's just the setup's a bit awkward here, but I think this should work. Share this. Okay, that's not too bad. How's this looking for you?
Looks good.
Yeah, so I saw this today, and I'm just like, Okay. Well, what's the best way to start? I want to start with this interview, and I want to see how far we get into it. Just because
is to maintain.
How's the volume for you? Are you able to hear it?
Sounds good.
Let's play.
I think that for a lot of people on the left, the idea of having like
All right, let's start.
The
over
West
here.
has fallen. Why? Because of like degeneracy, and the evidence of that is often look at modern architecture compared to a cathedral.
Right.
You know, how did this happen, Western man? Right. Ridiculous meme posts.
Anyway, this is 3 hours long, so we're not going to watch this whole thing. I just want to get into.
Before you click play, Brett jumped back in here with another $20 dono saying Anthony's Gaming Fund Part 2. Thank you so much, Brett. That is very kind. We got enough for 2 copies of the game. We got 2 copies of the game.
Got to get Comrade Casey in on it too.
We'll get Comrade in on it as well. Brett, that is so kind, so generous. Thank you so much for supporting the show at such a high level.
Yeah, Brett, you're a legend, Brett.
I have to talk at the EU Parliament later this month.
Really?
About how the left can compete with the online right. What should I tell them?
One reason I have a difficult time answering this question is that a lot of the reasons why the online right has the reach it does are things we would not want to emulate. For example, a lot of online right commentators are frankly backed by money.
Yep.
Not like crowdfunding money.
That's definitely true, right? Like there are so many reports of Ben Shapiro getting paid, Tim Pool getting money,
Russian money,
anyone who's going to give it to him. Like he's spoken with Netanyahu before. Yeah, Russian money. Yeah. That's undeniably true. But then I don't know. We'll see. It's been a while since I saw this, but we'll see where she goes from here.
Like institutional money.
Yeah.
Big
money, deep pockets.
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes it's like, do we want that? I think that for a lot of people on the left, the idea of having like oligarchs backing you would be kind of defeat the purpose.
Well, the NGOs.
Yeah.
Those exist.
That's true.
Liberal
that's true.
NGOs. Yeah.
That's true. For a couple years now, people have been talking about like, what if we had a leftist Joe Rogan? Like, wouldn't do we want a leftist
I've never heard that one before.
Do we want a leftist Joe Rogan? I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't. But would it be useful to have one? Maybe. I'm sure I would hate it. But so what?
Could you pause real quick right there?
Yeah.
Brilliant comment by Man with Long Last Name says, why does she dress like Hassan would if he were a woman? I could totally see Hassan in that shirt. That was way too accurate.
I can see him in that shirt now.
I can see him in that shirt, and with the pants, with the flare-up pants. Sorry, I had to interrupt for this. This was really good.
No, it's not even that scintillating of a conversation. It's like, okay, it would defeat the point to get money from oligarchs. I don't know, man. I don't think it would defeat the point if you're advocating for the elimination of oligarchs. It's just that by its very nature, oligarchs would not be giving leftists money because if you're an oligarch, you support capitalism. Like you support the system that's in place to allow you to become an oligarch, and you give money to propagandists that allow for that maintenance of that system. So anyway,
exactly.
like I don't fucking understand the whole leftist Joe Rogan too. Like people talked about a leftist Joe Rogan because in 2016 he endorsed Bernie Sanders, right? And it seemed like he was the one that got away. But since then, he's had on how many billionaires? Like at least 5 different billionaires he's had on.
Everyone, Elon,
doing
Zuckerberg,
propaganda for them. Yeah, Mark Andreessen. Like, what is the? I don't understand. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm obtuse. But what do people mean when they say I want a leftist Joe Rogan? Like even Contrapoints is like, I think it would be nice to have a leftist Joe Rogan. Anyway, kind of a nitpick. It's not really.
I think they're just using Joe Rogan as the symbol of like the uber successful, just online commentator that's able to galvanize a massive audience, and they just see, like, what do they want? Like for example, when people say, "Is Hassan the Joe Rogan of the left?" I mean, maybe in the fact that like he's a guy and he has a massive audience, but the kind of show that he does, the kind of content that he puts out there is completely different. There's no one who's doing Joe Rogan style content aimed at leftists, like out there smoking weed and talking about aliens. Like
exactly.
That's
like
part of the
apolitical
charm.
stuff that's naturally conducive to getting the audience to support leftist politics.
That's part of what made Joe Rogan Joe Rogan. I sometimes watch Joe Rogan episodes. I used to exclusively watch the alien stuff. I used to be a really big UFO guy, like, and follow up on all that shit. So anytime Joe Rogan would like interview Bob Lazar or whatever the fuck, I would freak the. I'm like, what? We're about to have a 4-hour conversation talking about UFOs, and like, to me that would be super fun and interesting. And as wacky and as sometimes hilarious and off the rails as those conversations would go, like, I have fun with that. I avoid any political Joe Rogan conversations or any douchebag. Like, I haven't watched a Joe Rogan episode in ages. I've literally watched, like, you can count them on one hand, I think, the ones that I've watched. But I think we don't need a Joe Rogan of the left. Well, I think what the left has going for it is kind of working, like, slowly but surely. You have all these, because independent voices, real independent leftist voices, need to be supported by the people. You can't have sponsors. You can't be working for anyone. You can't have billionaire sponsors or millionaire sponsors. You have to be truly independent. And there's a solid, like, little crop, I think, of creators that's on the rise. And I would say, like, there's even some mainstream leftists. Like, a Majority Report is as mainstream as I think they can get. Breaking Points, I know, I mean, Crystal Sagar gets a lot of shit. Crystal also gets some shit. I really like Crystal, though. Crystal and Kyle, I think they're up there, and they have a pretty big audience. So
and I think I also think the whole conversation of a leftist Joe Rogan is outdated. The internet's in a fundamentally different place than it was like 10 years ago when Joe Rogan was getting uber popular and he was first starting to put his thumb on the political scale. Like, there is not ever going to be someone like that again, where they just have a massive audience and they're like independent and kind of up for grabs for political parties. Like, now the political parties have wormed themselves into online spaces so securely and thoroughly that I don't think there's really room for a content creator to grow up, so to speak, as like apolitical, build a massive audience, and then be up for grabs for different political movements.
Even Joe Rogan is no longer the Joe Rogan of the right. Like, he doesn't have that. Exactly. He doesn't have, there's way more competition as well. Like, when Joe Rogan popped off, like, now, who doesn't have a podcast? There's every single. There's you can't even, and like, you get so many more stand-up comedians have podcasts that are kind of in a similar vein. Like, you could say maybe Theo Von is the closest thing to a Joe Rogan that you have now, since like he's a comedian. He's also kind of politically ambiguous. Like, he likes Palestine, so you have a lot of these confused sort of. They're leaning right, and they have a lot of like right-leaning tendencies, but they have one foot firmly in the like leftist sphere. Like, I mean, Theo Von connecting with Bernie and supporting Palestine and supporting Gaza. Like, I don't know, but like having a purely, because what made Joe Rogan was the fact that he was hard to put in a box. Now he's easy to put in a box. Now it's like he's that's it. He's friends with Trump. He went to the inauguration. He has all these right-wing guests. But at first he was impossible to pinpoint, and that's what made people, like, what got them so crazy, and that what made him such an effective communicator was that he was kind of the everyman. And we need to find this other, like, Hassan is very firmly planted on the extreme left, so he's never going to be a Joe Rogan, you know. And Joe Rogan,
but I also think it kind of speaks to what you were talking about earlier, where it's like independent voices is attractive to people. And Joe Rogan had the appearance of being independent until he started like interviewing Trump. Elon Musk was coming on. Mark Zuckerberg was coming on. He's did a deal with Spotify, and he had to like self-censor. Exactly. And he is selling all of these different supplements and chalking his show full of ads. Like, the independence is separated from where you are on the political spectrum. Like, I think that is a big thing, and part of why Joe Rogan is losing his appeal. So, but like, let's see how they talk about it. Let's see how they try to define what a leftist Joe Rogan is.
You know, like, if I will lecture men for not wanting to be in a coalition with their mother. Well, I also think I'm going to have to deal with being in a coalition with some kind of leftist manosphere.
Right.
And I'm prepared to just deal with that.
Right.
Right. Like, I think that part of my like realistic electoralist idea about politics is accepting that I'm going to have to be in a coalition with a bunch of people I don't like, because that's, at a national election in the United States means having the support of a very wide group of people.
You're telling me that
Yeah.
77 million people can't belong to the same subculture?
Yeah, 77 million people are probably not going to look into the camera and say, I'm the same kind of communist you are. Like, it's
Damn
never going to happen. Which means
can't
accepting,
possibly
like,
vote with them.
it means accepting, like, a wide amount of ideological diversity.
This is,
and I think that
it's just a bunch of like centrist bullshit, right? It's just this. It's this person that used to consider themselves a leftist that is slowly waking up to the fact that I might not be as much of a leftist as I thought I was, and it's the
coming off of the tails of the 2024 election, where Kamala Harris lost in large part due to her support of fucking genocide, and now it's being the people that didn't vote for Kamala Harris are now being like maligned and kind of smeared in an offhanded way in this conversation as, oh, well, this candidate didn't fit my perfect definition of communism. Like, it's a ridiculous straw man used in a large part to justify the genocide of Israel. And telling people to, well, you're just holding up ridiculous standards by not supporting Kamala Harris, right?
Like I'm sorry, like if we draw the line at a genocide, like I'm sorry if we have some kind of fucking morals that we're trying to fucking abide by.
Right. Yeah. But did you know that if you didn't make a stand for genocide, that, like, I don't know, ICE is going to increase its funding when the Democrats have fucking ICE deportations anyway, and it's just, we're not going to increase the funding for ICE that much? Like, it's so fucking stupid. Oh, more people are getting deported now. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Maybe the fucking candidate should have stopped supporting genocide then. Okay.
Or like didn't campaign with Liz Cheney, or like whatever the fuck they were doing.
Fucking sending Bill Clinton to
Oh my
Dearborn,
God.
Michigan.
Hey guys, how's it? And he was defending
people.
And he was like defending like Israel, like, and don't forget, guys, like I know the genocide's bad, but like, you know, October the 7th was also bad. Like, you know what I mean? They went in there
Right.
and they beheaded the babies over there. Like, it's like, dude, you're in Dearborn. What are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, beheading babies is bad. I also heard they put some babies in an oven. So don't forget, vote for Kamala. Let's go. It's like, what are we doing here, man?
I just think it's so fucking pandering, being like, oh, well, you know, we're not all in the same subculture, so I have to accept that I'm going to have to build a broad coalition. A broad coalition is what that's code for vote for the candidate that supports Israel. Like, shut up and vote for that candidate. That's what libs mean when they say, like, we have to build a broad coalition.
I can't. Like, honestly, I'm very excited for that wing of the Democratic Party of just these milquetoast centrist Democrats to just completely disappear.
Yep, me too.
Because, like, they are what's holding the country back. Really, they're afraid of like fully committing to the left, and they're ruining America. You're killing America.
Dragging the Democratic Party down. Well, the real Democrats are anti-Israel. We need to start bumper stickers. Real Democrats hate Israel. That needs to be an ad campaign. Okay,
Genuinely.
Let's continue.
I mean, I think the reason that Joe Rogan is so successful is there's this kind of like front of like, I'll just talk to anyone and everyone is welcome. In practice, that's not really true because he doesn't really have very much in the way of like, I don't think there's ever been a trans person, for example, on Joe Rogan, except maybe Blair White, a conservative, reactionary trans person.
There's an ideological strain to the particular type of guest that you could,
for
you know, say like
Yeah.
libertarian to, you know, whatever kind of skeptic.
But I also think that like the right is so talented, it kind of,
Bro, this part triggered me. This is why I had to stop watching.
They're very talented at what?
kind of way,
Yeah, listen.
talented, it kind of, in a soft kind of way, they love bomb, right? I mean, I've experienced it myself when in periods, this has happened on a recurrent basis for 10 years. As every few months, like some large faction of the online left decides that I am like the villain of the month, right? And it will just be a mass. It doesn't bother me that much anymore because it's kind of become like, well, there's only so many times it can happen before you start like taking it less seriously. But I think that it used to really upset me, as it upsets most people when it happens initially, because it's kind of not. I mean, the normal when a bunch of people are screaming at you and telling you you're a horrible person, I mean, the ego's instinct is to defend itself, right? But when that's often happened to me, I often am reached out to by people on the right who are like, hey, like I see what's happening to you on Twitter, and that's like really horrible what they're saying to you. Like, do you want to come on my podcast sometime? And, like that's kind of their like recruitment method. Is like they reach out.
Hey, dude, just like admitting that you've been courted by right wingers. Interesting. I guess we know now why Cenk Uygur is going on to all of these right wing podcasts.
That's what I was gonna say. Like that's how they got Anna Kasparian. Like, oh look, all these leftists are attacking you. You guys are eating each other alive. You want to come on our podcast and like talk to your differences? And then they get these leftists that are hurt. You know, they're licking their wounds. They're vulnerable, and they take advantage of them. They get them onto their podcasts, and once they're vulnerable, once they've been attacked by their own, that's when they get them, you know, to like capitulate and agree to right-wing framing to a bunch of shit. Like, and yeah, that's how you slowly lose your credibility.
Yep. Yeah, I know. I just think it's so funny. It's like, oh, the right love bombs me. Okay.
It feels good. It feels good to get some love bombing. I like getting love.
It's the same fucking shit that Ethan Klein was complaining about. Oh, the kids won't let me sit at the anti-genocide lunch table, so I guess I'm forced to sit at the pro-genocide lunch table. I got bullied.
I'm gonna nuke the whole auditorium now. If I can't sit at that table, no one's gonna sit at any table anymore. I'm suing everyone.
I guess I'm pro-genocide. They're criticizing me because I'm not anti-genocide enough, so I guess now I'm pro it.
They sort of exploit the divisiveness and the vitriol of leftist spaces to kind of like lure people out.
So division.
Yeah. Well, and especially because like there is like a genuine kind of like tall poppy syndrome type thing on the left. I mean, we've sort of talked
this part's fucking hilarious.
What is tall poppy syndrome?
Okay, so tall poppy syndrome is the notion that like tall grass gets cut, let's say. So like if you rise to a certain level of prominence, the left
become
turns
the target.
Turns on you. Yeah. And I think part of that is the same hipster mindset that leads leftists to turn on a politician who gets elected. Right? Is that it's like, well, now you're the establishment. There's a little micro version of that happens in influencer world where, I mean, early in my YouTube career, you know, a lot of people, I think I probably have lost a large percentage of my earliest audience because a lot of people liked me because they saw me as this kind of like, you know, a queer transgender underdog who was like they related to. And then I got too big and they don't relate to me anymore and they resent me for getting too big. And it's like, I think that then like caused like a kind of extreme moral, extremely like, you know, stringent moral purity that was expected of me and that I was not able to deliver on.
Okay. A few comments that I have here.
Yeah.
First comment, Hassan is like bigger than Contrapoints.
That's what I was gonna say. And like he's been able to maintain, like, because he genuinely believes what he believes in, and he's a genuine leftist, he hasn't had that same problem.
Yeah, because he actually cares about politics and he holds the politics that he was presenting when he was a smaller streamer are the politics that he still maintains as a bigger streamer that is now campaigning with Congress people and stuff. Okay, that is the first point. Second point is there is a bit of truth to what Contrapoints is saying here. If your movement is completely aligned to be anti-establishment, inevitably there is going to be some kind of establishment gained by that movement, whether it's you become a streamer with enough of a prominence, or whether you end up being in a government role or getting a candidate that you support in a government role. There is no movement that can maintain power if your basic instinct is to be anti-establishment. Like that's the self-defeating instinct. That's the self-defeating like ethical compass, being anti-establishment. And you're seeing the results of that in this Trump administration. Like Donald Trump got a ton of people to be in his administration that have campaigned on anti-establishment values throughout social media and throughout their entire careers. I mean, Kash Patel, he's like, oh, the deep state's hiding the Epstein files from you. He gets into the office as the head of the FBI and he's like, there are no Epstein files. Dan Bongino, he's like totally anti-government, gets into power and is like, I want to be a podcaster again so I can be anti-government, anti-establishment. So there is a sense of truth in what she's saying there. But I also think it's fair to say that the left, by and large, is not anti-establishment. And Contrapoints then goes on to explain, maybe unwittingly explain why she actually got criticized. And it's not because of a large poppy or like tallest poppy syndrome that exists on the left. She just said, and we can rewind it, she's like, people expected me to hold on to these morals, and I was unable to hold on to these morals. So it has nothing to do with the size of her. It has everything to do with the morals that she's portraying now that she made it to a certain level of influence. And I think like when she's having a conversation with Hillary Clinton and like hobnobbing it up with that, and she's not actually critical on like holding dear to any of her leftist values that she proclaims she has, that's not a level of you're too big. It's a level of you're betraying your own morals.
You're inconsistent.
Yeah.
A kind of extreme moral, extremely stringent moral purity that was expected of me, and that I was not able to deliver on.
So it is. She even just says that like I was not able to deliver upon the moral purity they expected of me.
Of standing against the genocide. Like I couldn't be as pure.
Nothing to do with the fucking size of her channel.
They want me to be morally pure. The genocide. It's complicated. What's happening in Israel, Palestine? It's complicated. So it's that they want me to be too pure. I can't be as pure as. I'm sorry. Like listen, standing against genocide has nothing to do with purity. That should be the bare fucking minimum. We're talking bare minimum type shit right now.
And it's never her fault. It's the fault of it's the fault of other people. It's just a syndrome that happens on the left. People get canceled every now and then.
And the audience just got this expectation from her out of the blue, Oh, I think you muted yourself. You accidentally have muted yourself.
You're right. This part was funny. It's become a standard leftist view that Trumpism was a backlash to Obama not being socialist enough. And I ... don't think that's what happened, LOL. It is and it's just like Brianna Joy Gray is bailing out homeowners rather than just banks socialist. It's just like I don't think that's what happened. Oh, great political analysis there. Like Trump ran on a populist campaign and he won because of it. Obviously there was desire for populism in the country. It's like I can't, it can't be more clear than that.
He ran as an anti-establishment. He was able to. He ran as a fake populist. He tricked everyone else. He ran as an outsider. He was calling out like that first time he ran. I remember that one line where he was on stage. He was like, "All these people here, like they all have donors. Like they all like. He's like, I don't need any donors. Like I fund my own campaign. Like I don't need like these people don't work for you. He's like I'm gonna work for you. Like that was a pretty gangster fucking lie. That was extremely effective. It was a lie. He was a fucking swindler. I knew he was lying when he said it, but I'm like, that's an effective lie.
No, what he was doing there was advertising. I don't have donors. I'm open to getting donors.
Yeah, if you guys interested, who's interested? But he knew how to. He saw the need, and he also followed Bernie's playbook. Like he kept saying too, the motherfucker. He was like, Bernie, it was so unfair how they stopped Bernie. In 26, like he kept like he gave the Bernie bros what they wanted to hear. Like I saw what happened. We saw what Hillary did to Bernie. We know, and he learned. He took some stuff from Bernie. I wish
and also the most popular candidate in the Democrat primary was Bernie.
Yeah,
and the Democrats had to collude together to get him to not get the primary and get Hillary the primary nomination instead.
And then they did the same for Biden. And with Biden, they did it earlier. They did it like right during the primaries,
But no, Natalie Wynn doesn't think that's the case. Okay, this clip I also thought was interesting. Have you read Leftist Theory, Anthony?
No, what is that?
I haven't read it either. I don't think we're good leftists then because we haven't read enough theory. Like just like Marxist theory, I guess. Just in general theory.
Yeah, no, a little bit, but not. I thought it was
right.
But...
You're not quoting me. You're not quoting me Marx on a daily basis. I don't think you're a good enough leftist, according to ContraPoints.
I know.
Leftist still. You can't unread theory. As much as I wish you could.
You like stare at it and it just, like, warps your whole mind.
Yeah.
That's why I've stayed away. I just listen to theory from my podcast listening friends.
But yeah, I mean, it used. It used to be that's smart, by the way. Don't start. So it's like I mean it's like Bible study for leftists, right? That's what theory is.
Dude, that's the thing. Whenever people are telling me
Bible study for leftists.
Bible study for leftists theory. I mean, I agree that more people. I mean, if we're gonna be online commentators, people should educate themselves as much as they can.
Right.
And read theory and read books and try to
I
get.
just think it's so funny because what leftist streamer like keeps like quoting theory to people? Like, I don't know. Everyone's like has a baseline understanding of it, but it's not like the foremost point of their political commentary. I don't know. Like, where is Contrapoints coming up with these ideas that like leftists do Bible study when it comes to theory? That's such a strange concept.
Yeah, I have no idea. She's it's like a straw man argument. It's like who are you even talking about or to? Like this.
Right. And
At
like
least-
what are you even trying to like what argument are you trying to win by saying this?
She's shadowboxing, dude. I have no idea.
Yeah. Okay. But then this person, so ContraPoint says like theory is like Bible study for leftists. That this person's like Bible study. Yeah, leftism is like going to church.
Oh my god.
about joining leftist organizations and
Yeah.
stuff, everything's
The theory is.
dude. That's the thing. Whenever people are telling me about joining leftist organizations and stuff, everything sounds like church.
It's so
You're
church.
talking about
Yeah.
like churches. They do mutual aid.
Yeah.
They do direct action.
Yeah.
They do. I can't remember all the phrases, but it's just they have a different word for it. But they have the same mentality for how to handle things. And I came from a very hardcore right wing church, so like even though like I agree with all these leftist stuff, I don't want to be in the group because the groups scare me.
I feel the exact same way.
Bro, what the fuck? It's like, wow, churches use on the ground tactics to spread their influence and achieve their political ends. Leftists want to do the same thing as churches?
Yeah, I don't know.
Achieving political influence?
Some of these lefties kind of freak me out, so I'm going to sell out my beliefs. And there's this thing that I genuinely believe in and that I think is right, but because these lefties are a little bit too intense for me, I'm just going to fucking, stay out of it, It's like, no, it's okay. You could deal with a few kooky characters, but if you actually believe in something and there's something that you want to stand for, a political position that you actually want to fight for, take your allies where you can find them. Don't think that
Also,
they're too.
Direct action, mutual aid. That's the best fucking part of churches. You're taught like I wish that there were more like public style churches which didn't have any of the religious aspects to it, but there were community centers that people could come together, have meetings and events at, like donate money, do food drives, do like other type of
Absolutely.
charity work. And like those are the best fucking part of churches. You didn't even list any of the like. You didn't even say that. Oh, then they blindly believe that Marx is the Lord and Savior that's gonna come. He's gonna be resurrected and save everyone from their capitalist overlords.
I'm just not a church person.
Right.
Right. I'm not going to go to any kind of church.
Yeah,
Whether
you
it's-
had a tweet that was like, "I'm not going to
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
leftist church."
Yeah. I mean, I think it's fine that they do.
I think it's
but
cool
like,
too.
I don't want to do Marxist.
I don't want to be there.
Marxist Bible study. I don't want to do their little mission trips to Cuba or whatever. Like, I think it's fine. I just don't want to do it.
And this
You weren't invited. Were you even invited to Cuba?
It's so gross. It's really gross.
Again, more people. They have more smoke for the people that went to Cuba than for the U.S. government and what they've done to Cuba. Like that's kind of what's crazy as well. It's like just like Guam. Go with a microphone. Hassan went to Cuba.
Yeah.
It's like, how about you talk about why Cuba is the way it is?
I know, seriously. What was the clip with Brianna Gray? Brianna Joy Gray.
Dude, that looks like Erica Kirk.
I think it is.
Oh, it is. What?
No, is this? It must be. Is it AI? Wait, what the fuck is this? Twitter is so cursed. Is this real?
Does she just look like?
Brings out. No, this is really her.
Does she just look like? No, it's no way. That's her. Does she just look like Erica Kirk? To Kirk?
Is this AI?
I think it's AI. I think it's AI.
It has to be AI.
Oh, that's.
Oh yeah. Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, God.
Anyway, what? So you watched the interview that Contrapoints did with
I got 20 minutes through with that while I was doing some dishes. And then something more important must have come on. I can't remember what it was, but I had something to do.
Let's see, what is this? Oh, removed by the moderator, damn.
Ah, come on.
Contrapoints must not have looked that good in that clip then. This is the whole video?
Is there something?
Okay. Anyway, maybe we'll watch this and like look at some clips of it later, but I don't know. What do you think? You got anything else you want to talk about today before we call it?
I'm glad. Let me show you one thing. One second.
Okay, let's do it. Garlic fries. She's decided reading Marx's Bible study and that the leftists are just churchgoers. It is ironic.
Actually,
that
would you be
vote
down?
no matter who.
Would you be down sometime to come on my other channel, my second channel, and like do like a Lego live stream where we just talk Lego
live stream
for like an hour, or with too much Lego for you?
Should I break out my Lego collection?
I wanted to show you this.
I'm down.
This is my latest build. I built this little tumbler.
Ooh, that's sexy.
Very nice little build. Very satisfying. Got a little thing right here.
What is that? The Batmobile?
Yeah, it's the Dark Knight one, the Christopher Nolan. It's my favorite Batmobile out of all the Batmobiles. This is
nice.
this is the sexiest one, I think.
Now, Anthony, you do have to earn your Lego credentials by building things that don't have directions.
I know. I'm buying a Lego classic box. A classic Lego box. I don't have any spare Lego. All I have is like sets. I haven't fucked with Lego in a long time. So all I have is
you're not a real Lego builder until you destroy all of your sets and then just have them in a big bin under your bed.
Oh no, never. No, I'm not going to destroy them and rebuild them and then have them out of the. No.
Then you're a fake Lego collector.
I already ordered something for myself actually, a Lego set on Amazon, so that I'll pick it up with me when I go to the States because it's much cheaper than it is here. I got the Dark Millennium Falcon. Have you seen that one?
Ooh, that looks. I think I've seen the kit of it.
It's a black Millennium Falcon, and it comes with all these alternate universe like minifigs, like a Sith Lord Jar Jar Binks, and an all white Darth Vader with a blue lightsaber who actually turned to the good side. He's a good Darth Vader. So it's all these alternate. There's like a stoner Luke Skywalker with a beard. He looks like the dude from the Big Lebowski.
Yeah, nice.
He's got like a gaming area in the Millennium Falcon. Like I was like, I have to fucking own this thing. It's like black. It's nice as hell. So I ordered that. It's on discount if you're interested. It's normally $180. I got it for $140 on Amazon.
The Millennium Falcon?
Yeah, it's not the massive UCS $900 one.
Yeah.
It's the smaller play scale, but it's still big enough. And it's on discount right now on Amazon, folks. Snag it for $140. I also got some more battle packs for some clones, bro. There's a battle pack for $15 on Amazon. The cheapest one I found here was $27. So $15 battle pack sounds like amazing. So I'm gonna order a couple more, I think.
That sounds good.
I'm gonna stock up on some cheap Lego and bring it cheap relative to here. It's still expensive, but like compared to here, goddamn. Shit's cheap. So if you guys want some more Lego talk, please consider subscribing to my second channel, Tino's Playroom. Let me go ahead and link that in the live chat real quick. Shameless what would you like to self-promote? Some shameless self-promotion, James?
Oh, bro, I don't know, man. I'm probably just gonna be streaming. I'm gonna be a Slay the Spire streamer. I'm retiring to that.
That's it. I'll do Lego streams, and then you do Slay the Spire streams, and that's it.
No, but I do need to do more art stuff.
Art? What do you do? So you're an artist?
Not really, but I just doodle.
Well, I mean, yeah, you should, dude.
So I need to do more stuff like that.
Are you having the time to? Are you not having the time to stream as often, or have you been pretty busy with work?
Yeah, not. I need to do it more often, but it's fun. It's just, yeah. We didn't even talk about like the land sales that have been happening in like Manhattan synagogues.
No. Oh, what?
Like in the West Bank, like they're selling land parcels. Yeah. It's insane, dude.
It's crazy, dude. Yeah, no, that's fucked. There's always a lot of protests outside of these events.
Right.
We're
on Spire 2. No, but yeah, we got to get that and do that sometime this week.
I'm down. Also, Mithy Eve just shoots us a $5 dono. Thank you so much, Mithy Eve, and says very late, but here you go. Well, thank you, Mithy. You don't have to just, you don't owe us money. You don't have to be like, here you go. Thank you. I appreciate it. We appreciate it, but here you go. Hope you enjoy the content, Miffy. Here you go.
Yeah.
Hope you like this episode.
We're like pushy waiters or something. We just stand around like with our hand out.
Was everything great for you guys? I love American waiters are so much friendlier than like Lebanese waiters because they actually get tipped well in the States. So waiters are so overkill there. Yeah, dude. The difference, how waiters, are you guys okay? Are you guys still working on that? Can I get you anything? Like, American waiters are like, are you still working on that? That is such a classic waiter line.
Dude, I have an issue when I go out to eat where if the waiter like fills up my cup of water, I drink it. And then they just like keep filling it up. I keep drinking it.
So you just keep drinking the water.
Yeah, so I'm always driving home at like 90 miles an hour because I have to piss after a restaurant. But then it's just like because you get some places where they don't have good service and they like don't fill your water up, and I'm dying of thirst.
Hey, those waiters are just looking out for you. So hey,
I just drink too much water. Last time I went to New York, I was at a front row to a comedy show, and because my friend is a dumbass and he bought us tickets in the front row.
And you had to go pee?
No, I didn't have to pee, but I was dying of thirst, and they made us buy food there. And we had just eaten because we're like, let's eat and then go. But they're like, you have to spend $20 on food. So we bought the cheapest thing. We bought fries. They're super salty. We're in the front row, so the waitress isn't giving us any kind of drinks or refreshments at all. This comedian gets on, and they're like, "You gotta really play up the laughs because we're recording a special for him."
Oh shit!
He's like standing there. I'm dying of thirst. I have a water bottle. They're like, "You can't pull out your water bottle. There's no outside drinks allowed." So I have like sipping drinks of it. The comedian's like selling a joke. I'm not laughing. He's like, "Hey, man, what's your problem? What are you looking at?" I was staring. He had a cup of water on his stool, God. And I was staring at it. And I'm like, I'm looking at your water. I'm and then he's like, "Oh, okay." But they were like complaining that we weren't laughing hard enough. They're like, "This group is laughing way harder than these guys."
Bro, that would have been. He should have. He didn't like follow it up with a joke, like you telling him you're thirsty and you're looking at his water.
He didn't. He was a bad comedian. He wasn't funny at all.
That's horrible crowd work. You set him up for like a. What I don't know what the joke is because I'm not a comedian, but like that would have been that's a great fucking setup for something like.
A good comedian should be able to handle it.
Like what's wrong
with you? Thirsty for me?
Yeah, come here like thirsty. What's wrong with you, motherfucker? Too cheap to buy a water bottle or something. Like he doesn't even know that they're not letting you drink, but he could just fucking go with it and just like roast the shit out of you.
Mindlessly shoveling salty fries into my mouth in the front row.
Yeah, he's like maybe stop eating these salty ass fries if you're thirsty. You fucking you dumbass. Something. Use it, make the crowd laugh, man. No, that's such a funny story.
Did you see that clip that went viral of the like overweight mega comedian like talking to a woman in the front row in like a Canada show?
No.
Oh, he had some pretty bad crowd work too. Like she was just not engaging with anything he was doing, and he was like making up a conversation with her.
Oh my god, dude!
I gotta send it to you. But anyway,
that's so sad.
I gotta play tennis.
Let's go.
Trying to get better at tennis.
I used to play a lot of tennis. Tennis is great. Love tennis. Folks, thank you so much for being here. To everybody who sent in a dono, we very much appreciate you. You're all super kind, super generous. To everybody who subscribed, supported, we very much appreciate you. It was a super fun stream. James, thank you so much for being here. Enjoy your tennis.
Everyone pray for Comrade Casey.
We pray for Comrade Casey.
Prayers.
Pray for Comrade Casey. Pray for James that he wins his tennis match. Enjoy your week. It's midnight here in Lebanon, so it's technically Monday. Enjoy your start of the week, folks. I will see you guys tomorrow live on the channel. Lots of streams this week, both channels. James, we'll see you around. Thank you guys so much.
Peace out.
Peace.
Boom.
Okay. And call.